The following is a presentation of Eagle Radio and KINA Sports. Trojan basketball is on the air. This is Countdown to Tip-Off for Southeast of Saline basketball on KINA Sports. Coming up, you're going to get a full preview of area games, analysis on this matchup, and keys to a Trojan win. Now let's head to the gym for Countdown to Tip-Off right here on KINA.
Welcome in for a special Monday night of basketball here on KINA. Southeast of Saline at home with just 3 regular season games left. They will knock one of those off the schedule tonight as they step out of conference to take on the Ellinwood Eagles. Welcome into the Purple Palace here on the campus of SES. My name is Devin Haney along with Tyler Smith, Big Sam Pretty producing and engineering, and Brian Dennett providing live stream video on SalinaPost.com free of charge, brought to you by Phillips Seed Farms. Our friends at Phillips Seed Farms, they are having a big event this Saturday at Tony's Pizza Event Center. It's the Whitetail Management Summit. It is an event that you want to be a part of if you're interested in wildlife and wildlife conservation. Again, this Saturday, Phillips Seed Farms, the Whitetail Management Summit. Get online, Phillips Seed Farms, and get more information. Tonight, Southeast of Saline out of conference, as I said, to take on the Ellinwood Eagles. Should be a couple of really good basketball games here on the girls' side. Southeast of Saline comes in 15-2 after a 55-49 victory Friday night on the road against Minneapolis. Reagan Getz had a career-high 34 points for Southeast of Saline, leading her Lady Trojans to victory. She was accompanied in the scoring lineup, 9 points from Maddie Harris. Southeast of Saline wasn't spectacular from the free throw line, but they did enough in the fourth quarter to hang on for the victory. 16 of 28 from the line. Reagan Getz was spectacular. On her way to 34 points, she had 6 3-pointers, and she was also 6 of 6 from the free throw line. That victory for Southeast of Saline on the girls' side now gives them 7 consecutive wins, and they will take on an Ellinwood team tonight that can be a little hot or cold sometimes. This Ellinwood Lady Eagle team, they come in 9-8 on this season, and by that comment, I'll give you the last couple of games. On Friday, they defeated Kinsley at home by 37 points. But on Tuesday last week, they lost to Central Plains by 39 points. So it is a team that they can put it together if they have the opportunity, but it's also a team that can go cold as well. Brittany Simpson leads the way for Ellinwood. She averages over 20 points a game. She will obviously be the focal point of Southeast of Saline's defense here today on the girls' side. On the boys' side, second game of our doubleheader tonight. We're going to have a banger in this one. It's going to be fun. Southeast of Saline 16-1 on the season. They're the third-ranked team in Class 3A. They will take on an undefeated 17-0 Ellinwood team. They are number 3 in Class 2A this season. Obviously, they have not lost. These two teams combining for just one single loss and a combined record of 33-1. That's going to be a great game, as it usually is, between Ellinwood and Southeast of Saline on the boys' side. When we come back after this 2-minute timeout, we'll go more over this contest, have starters for you, and get you ready for a doubleheader at Southeast of Saline basketball. It's our first series of games in consecutive nights here at home tonight, and then tomorrow against Ellsworth here on KINA.
Are you looking for a local brokerage firm to help with your Medicare, life insurance, and annuities? L&L Advisors is the #1 local Medicare supplement and insurance specialist. Medicare can be confusing. Let the experts at L&L Advisors help make sense of it. Stop by one of 3 locations in Salina or McPherson and speak to an agent about the needs of your family. L&L Advisors, main office at 717 Roach, right off Crawford, and their second location in the Central Mall in Salina, and a new location in McPherson, based on honesty and trust. Contact L&L Advisors today.
Hunters, don't miss the 2023 Whitetail Summit. This is an opportunity to hear from some of the most highly regarded experts in the whitetail management field. Our event will feature Dr. Bronson Strickland from Mississippi State University and Don Higgins, founder of Real World Wildlife and co-host of the Chasing Giants podcast, as well as Wes Delks, a Higgins outdoor consultant. This event will include a meal and exclusive show specials from our sponsors. Doors open at 9:30 a.m. Saturday, February 18th at the Tony's Pizza Event Center. Go to Phillips SeedSeed.com for more details.
Okay, Coach, thank you for your breakdown on your offense and defense. Now here's Juanelle Garrettson, your real estate coach for buying and selling.
Hi, fans. It's Juanelle Garrettson from SalinaHomes.com, and I'm here to coach you up in your real estate game plan. Now is a great time to list your house, land, or investment. Or if you're in the buying mood, I'd love to help you find just the right real estate opportunity for you. And as always, go Trojans.
Buy or sell, call Linnell at SalinaHomes.com.
Salina Septic Services provides septic services including septic tank installation, inspection, and repair. In addition to professional septic tank services, we also provide portable restroom rentals. We have many options available, including his and hers portable restrooms and hand washing sinks. Setup, service, and removal are all part of our rentals. Whether you project a long-term construction job or a family gathering, we guarantee a clean porta potty. Find us today at SalinaSepticService.com, proudly supporting the southeast of Saline Trojans.
This is Trojan Basketball on KINA.
Back here at Southeast of Saline High School, Devin Haney along with Tyler Smith as we get ready for a doubleheader at Southeast of Saline basketball here at home. This is not the last home game. We ran into some of that here lately, as we normally do towards the end of the season. Senior night festivities going on. That's not going to be this game here. This is just pure basketball on a Monday night, and it features 4 really good basketball teams between Southeast of Saline and Ellinwood. If you do want to put in your planner or on your phone, next Tuesday, Southeast of Saline will be at home to close out the regular season. That is senior night on the calendar as they take on Republic County. That is Tuesday of next week. Southeast of Saline, Tyler, what a great game for Reagan Getz and crew in Minneapolis on Friday. This was a game that they wanted to get back. Minneapolis was able to sting them earlier on in the season back in January, and Southeast of Saline comes out, and what a gutsy performance led by Reagan Getz.
Yeah, Devin, it really was, and I think that's something as we've heard interviews from Coach Shauna Smith. We've seen it through the Salina Post, and with you at halftime of the boys' game, defense was there. Like, that was the biggest key. Like, defensively, the Trojans were there. And did Reagan Getz have a spectacular night? Heck yes, she did. She was special. She was super special, and that's something that Shauna was waiting for, like somebody for a breakout game. But Reagan never forced a shot. Like, those shots were there for others. Reagan, that was the greatest thing about her. Because again, it's always like foreshadowing. It's always like, what are you going to see in the future? You're going to need a game like that. You're gonna run some competition. If this team is poised to win a state title, like, that's what they want to do. That's the goals. You need a performance like that for that to happen. And I thought Reagan stepped up. What a great job from Getz.
Southeast, as I said, they have won 7 straight games since their last loss. That was against Houston, of course, in the Sterling tournament. Ellinwood comes in. They have split games last week, so they're technically looking to start a new winning streak after they won against Kinsley by 37 on Friday night on Ellinwood's home floor. When you look at the sub-state pictures for these two teams, and it's that time of year that we need to start focusing on that, Phillipsburg right now at 17-0. Southeast of Saline is chasing them. Southeast of Saline 2 games behind Phillipsburg, that is 17-0. And, of course, Phillipsburg going to be hard to catch with just 3 games left. Then when you look at third place, there is a 3-way tie between Ellsworth, Hoisington, and Smoky Valley. All 3 of those teams in Southeast of Saline Substate sitting at 10-7. Substate for Ellinwood, right now they're kind of in the middle of the pack as well. They are in the middle of a 3-way tie for third, so every single win that Ellinwood is able to get will help the Lady Eagles in their quest to improve their sub-state standings. Of course, Ellinwood in Class 2A. Let's go over starters first for the visiting Ellinwood Eagles. They come in 9-8 on the season under the direction of head coach Andrew Gower. They will start Brittany Simpson. You'll hear and see her all night long. 21 points a game. She's the leading scorer on this Ellinwood team. 5 rebounds. She also leads the team in steals at 3 per contest. Julia Schlesinger, a 2.5 rebound game performer. She's a 6'1 freshman center. Bella Baker, 10.5 points per game. She's also the team's leading rebounder and assist getter. She gets 7 rebounds a game to go along with those 10.5 points. Also 2.5 assists and 2.5 steals. Allison Ricker, a 5'6 junior, gets a point and 4 rebounds a game. And Jaden Keith, a 5'6 senior, gets 2 points and 4 rebounds a contest. For the Southeast of Saline Lady Trojans, on the season thus far, they are 15-2. They are under the direction of head coach Shauna Smith, assisted by Steve Reedy. They will start Brielle Potachik, a 5'4 junior guard, averaging over 7.5 points per game. Also 2 rebounds and 2 assists. With Brielle will be Lexi Jacobson, the team's leading rebounder. She gets 6 boards a contest. The 5'7 junior also gets a little over 11 points a game and an assist. Maddie Harris, a 5'5 junior, averages over 7.5 points per game. She leads the team in assists and steals with 3.5 rebounds, 3.5 assists, and 3.5 steals per contest. Then the two seniors, Reagan Getz, a 5'9 senior, coming off that career performance, 34 points against Minneapolis on Friday night. Avery Castleman runs out the starting lineup. The 5'8 senior averages over 4 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. Southeast of Saline comes in 15-2. Ellinwood at 9-8. Tyler, your New Image Audio, keys to success tonight for Southeast of Saline.
Devin, before anything, the New Image Audio keys to success. There's 2 daughters. Coach Smith's daughters are not here. There's one that's sick, one wouldn't stay home. Every starter gave a thumbs up to the camera. I don't know if I'm pretty sure the camera got it to let Blakely Smith and Everly Smith know that they're at home. You know, and these girls know they got him. But you got to stop, obviously, Brittany Simpson. And here's what happened last year against against Ellinwood. She didn't have a great game, but their defense. I mean, they're long, they're athletic, they're going to junk you, they're going to stretch out. You got to score. And I saw in Shauna Smith's interview with Tyler Henry today. You know, in the article that the Saline the Post put out. You can't just take that first shot. You've got to work the ball around and get it. It's not the first easy shot. Just continue to work the ball and see what you can get.
Reagan Getz came up empty on her first 3-point attempt of the night. She had 6 of those on Friday. Ellinwood now with the basketball. A little step back here by Simpson. She'll dump it off to the right-hand side now to Jaden Keith. Man-to-man defense being applied here by Southeast of Saline early on. Lady Trojans wearing their home white jerseys, trimmed in purple. Here's Simpson from the keyhole. She had that ball partially blocked, maybe, but then it went out of bounds and awarded to Southeast of Saline, so maybe not. Just good defense there and a hand up for the Southeast of Saline Lady Trojans. You're right, last season Simpson did not have a great game. She had 15 points. That's still 5 points under her average, but it was just kind of a community effort for Ellinwood last year. Southeast still won that contest 41-34 on Ellinwood's home floor. There's a couple opportunities inside for Southeast. They can't get the first 2 to go. Now Lexi Jacobson's shot crawls off the rim. Southeast will save it once again outside beyond the perimeter. In 3-point land, and now we go. Brielle Potachik will try a long-range shot, and she'll splash it home. Brielle Potachik on a 3-pointer puts Southeast out in front by 3.
And Devin, love to see it. I mean, you see there's a lot of physicality going on downstairs, down low, and it's a lot. But you're going up, ball's kicked out, Brielle hits the shot. It's a great job. You're trying to fight for those inside shots.
Looking for Schlesinger down low. She's unable to hang onto that basketball, and it goes out of bounds. 2 turnovers now consecutively on Ellinwood. Southeast of Saline speeding back down the floor. Potachik. They go to Jacobson inside. Free kick out. Castleman on 3-point range. That won't go down, but Ellinwood has a bounce off of them and out of bounds. A crack at the rebound that time for Bella Baker. She cannot control it, and Southeast of Saline will have a chance to run some baseline offense. Into Castleman. They'll work it around the perimeter. Getz holds momentarily. Now to Maddie Harris. Harris takes 1 dribble. She'll go to Jacobson. Free baseline. Lexi takes it. Rises up and scores. Lexi Jacobson. Her first basket of the night. 5-0 Lady Trojans.
Yeah, we've talked about a lot of how good Lexi is when she gets the backboard in play. Right there. Baseline move. No backboard. Still nice, silky, smooth shot for the finish for Jacobson.
Really, when you look at this team statistically coming into this game, it's Simpson and Baker. But then after that, the scoring really falls off the cliff. You really don't have anybody else that consistently scores. The next leading scorer is Schlesinger and Jaden Keith. They average 2 points a game.
Yeah, and what I love the most is you look who's on Brittany Simpson. It's Avery Castleman. And if you'd have told us that when Avery Castleman was a sophomore, you'd have laughed. You'd been like, what is going on? But it just shows you the way that Avery Castleman has changed her game. Great defense, great team defense right there from the Trojans.
Lady Trojan defense giving Ellinwood some problems. Their head coach feels that Andrew Gower wants a timeout, and he wants to talk to his team about the defense being applied right now. A full timeout, we'll take it. 5:21 left to go. Southeast of Saline off to a good start. They lead it 5-0 here on KINA.
Frisbee Construction is a service organization for the commercial grain industry dedicated to giving you the best in planning, the best in quality, and the best of workmanship, and overall the best value for your dollar since 1949. Frisbee Construction specializes in new construction as well as remodel and repair of grain handling facilities throughout the Midwest. Frisbee Construction Company in Gypsum has emergency crews available as needed. For more information, go to frisbeeinc.com.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
Out of the timeout from Ellinwood, Southeast of Saline has the ball. They go high post. Maddie Harris with a 14-foot jump shot. That won't go down. And the rebound taken in by the Eagles. They're running up the left-hand sideline, trying to get into their offense. They have suffered 3 consecutive turnovers on their last 3 possessions. Baker with the basketball. One thing we remember about her from last year and 2 years ago, she likes to dribble a lot.
Yeah, a lot of dribbling. And, when all of a sudden there's a shot, she's going to throw it up. And that's just kind of what this offense is. You see a nice little dump from Simpson, a nice finish.
Jaden Keith on the 2-pointer. Here's Jacobson inside, nearly falling down. She still manages to get the ball off the glass. Baker there to clear the way for Ellinwood. Here come the Eagles now, trying to parlay that last basket into another one. 5-2 is our scores. We're pushing halfway mark now of the first quarter. Simpson inside, had the ball tapped, now taken away. Castleman racing for it. It's going to be saved off an Ellinwood player, but they say Avery had her left foot on the sideline, and it will stay with Ellinwood. They'll inbound in front of the Southeast of Saline bench. First substitute of the game, Morgan Schinliver comes into the game for Ellinwood. Also, Abba Pearson and Addison Rohr for Southeast of Saline. Reagan Getz and Lexi Jacobson will have their first breaks of the evening.
And Devin, it's one of those things, it's so difficult to stay disciplined against teams like this, but you have to. You can't just get up shots as soon as you can. I mean, Ellinwood's, it's just the style they play. They're going to throw some, they're athletic defensively, and they're going to throw some stuff up offensively, but you got to stay super, super disciplined on the offensive side.
Steal by Pearson. Pearson ends up with a shot running offense on the other end. Can't get it to go. It's too short. But then Abba was tied up with an Ellinwood defender, and the light on the arrow at the scores table will go towards the Eagles. Full court pressure once again by Southeast of Saline. We are a little over halfway through the first period. 5-2 is our score. You can watch live stream video of this contest on SalinaPost.com free of charge. Brought to you by our friends at Phillips Seed Farms. Here's another steal by Pearson. Running the floor now. Cross court, she'll go to Castleman. Here's the trailer. It's Harris. 3-pointer on the way. No. And it goes off the rim, and that long rebound to the far corner is out of bounds. Ellinwood will have it back.
Devin, I love everything about that. I love the token pressure. You get there, you get Abba coming down. Great play. Comes back to Castleman, and you hit the trailer. That's a shot you like. You like that shot. It's not forcing a shot. That's off a turnover, little transition, secondary transition. That's a shot you'll give Harris nonstop.
Here's Ellinwood now, another unforced turnover. They had a pass go a little too long towards the sideline. It was caught, but heels on the sideline for Morgan Schinliver, and it's going to be 6 turnovers now for the Eagles. Southeast of Saline has yet to make a turnover. Still, just a 3-point game. 5-2 is our score.
And, sorry, go ahead. We talked about this a little. Someone's got to provide the energy. It's a Monday night game.
Reagan gets on the right-hand side for 3. And another timeout called on the floor. This one will go to Ellinwood again. A 30-second timeout. 3:09 left to go in the first period. You're listening and watching on SalinaPost.com to live stream video. Brought to you by Phillips Seed Farms.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses acquire relief loans to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline basketball on KINA.
Out of a quick timeout by Ellinwood, probably 3 or 5 words said in that timeout. Here comes Southeast up the floor. Harris to Jacobson on a run out. Lexi beats 2 Eagles down the floor. Lexi Jacobson off to a good start. She has 4 here in the first period. 10-2 is our score. Southeast of Saline continues to build this lead early on based on defense, and now the first foul of the game. It's going to be called on the floor. Ellinwood celebrating, but this foul on the floor as Julia Schlesinger, the freshman, was fouled trying to get control of that basketball. The ball will be inbounded underneath Ellinwood's basket. Eagles will have it, and that's the first foul on Abigail Pearson.
Yeah, really good job from Ellinwood breaking the press right there, and that's what they've tried. And Abigail was just a split second too late, commits the foul. Fortunate that was on the floor. I thought that could very easily been one that was an and-one opportunity. But yeah, that's a price you're willing to pay, right? If you're Southeast Saline, you're going to risk that one every once in a while if you can cause 2 or 3 turnovers per layup.
Here's a drive. Baker on the right-hand side, and she scores. Southeast left the baseline side open that time, and Bella Baker was able to take advantage of it. Here's Getz right back inside with the answer. Thought she was going to have a chance at a three-point play, but her layup sails long when she was fouled. 2 free throws coming up.
And Devin,
Reagan Getz.
How much does Friday night carry on tonight? I mean, that move right there from Reagan, just understanding the flow and transition, and that everyone's going to fly at her, right? You don't go 6 for 7 from the three-point line unless people fly at you. She's strong enough to do that. That's what I was most impressed with against Minneapolis is her points in the paint, what she was able to do when arms are around her, and we know what she can do from the free throw line. Great job from Getz.
Getz first free throw in the net. Second free throw, thought about coming out, but then fell through. Reagan has 5 here early on. 12-4 our score. Southeast of Saline back up by 8, sticking with that full court man-to-man pressure. Pearson right now in the backcourt along with Brittany Simpson. Simpson brings it across, now loses Pearson momentarily, gets the ball in the hands of Bella Baker. Under 2 minutes left to go, first quarter. Baker wanted to drive, stepped on the accelerator, then another foul is called. It's a reaching foul on Southeast of Saline, and it will go on Addison Rohr, her first.
I guarantee you Rohr leads the state in unfortunate fouls. She comes in bad spots. Tough foul for Rohr. I don't think she was in a bad spot right there. I mean, she definitely was a foul. But gosh darn, just a tough foul on Addison Rohr.
Simpson with it up top. Took one dribble. Now she's in trouble. Castleman closes up on her, and Baker comes over to bail her out. 1:38 left to go. 12-4 Southeast of Saline. Baker wanting to drive, collides right into Pearson. Those two hit the deck, and now the loose ball squirts free to Jacobson. Lexi Jacobson all the way down the floor. Gets the contact and scores. Lexi Jacobson now with a half a dozen.
I love it. Lexi just says, run with me. And I love the official right there. He said the hand stayed on top. We're not going to call it a carry because it was a high dribble. But if the hand stays on top, that is not an illegal dribble. Great job officiating.
Now Jacobson gets the rebound on the miss on the other side. Pearson with it to the free throw line, and a technical called on Ellinwood. That was still being discussed about Lexi Jacobson's breakaway layup. And this is a double technical, and their coach has been removed or will be removed. So Andrew Gower will be removed with 2 technicals in this game, and we're going to have a bucket full of free throws coming up here for Southeast of Saline as Mackenzie Hall, the assistant coach, will have to take over.
Mackenzie Hall, Salina South graduate, neighbor of ours. Didn't know she's at Ellinwood. I do now. Great young lady.
Discussion still continues. And there's not a big comfy lounge with an 80-inch TV that Coach Gower can go watch this game in when he gets kicked out. He's going to go have to suffer through the rest of this game somewhere. 14-4 is our score. Discussion still continues. Officials being very patient. No, it is Valentine's Day tomorrow. Meanwhile, Reagan Getz is going to start her free throw barrage. The first one is up and in. Second free throw for Reagan Getz. She got it to go. She's halfway done.
And Devin, it's never a situation you want to see. I know that there's never a high school coach that wants to be put in that situation. But at some point, a lot of respect to, Coach Gower for going out like that. I mean, if you're going to get 2 technicals, it's one thing. There was no arguments on the court, left very peacefully. Again, nothing you want to see. Those are things that happen.
He disrupted a Southeast of Saline possession. Southeast will keep the ball after they just got 3 free throws from Reagan Getz. She went 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Reagan now has the basketball. Under a minute left to go, first quarter. Here's a tip by Ellinwood, and they will create the first turnover for Southeast of Saline in this first quarter. It's a 13-point lead. 17-4. Three-pointer right-hand side by Ellinwood. They can't get that to go, but they're going to save the rebound and go right back out to the shooter. Now Baker inside. She's going to drive and get the and-one opportunity. Baker got right inside of the Southeast of Saline defense that time, was able to score, and now Bella Baker will go to the free throw line and try to complete the three-point play.
Yeah, really strong move from Ella Baker. You like to see that. She just goes into the perimeter, goes in the lane, goes up really strong, draws the foul. That's exactly what you need to do if you're Ellinwood to try to get back in this basketball game.
Jacobson on the rebound after the free throw missed. Now gets into the paint. She's going to turn around. There's Avery Castleman. Castleman now on a skip to Harris. 27 seconds left to play, first quarter. Harris with it. Now she's going to go to the right-hand side. Gets for 3. That one's going to hit the rim, pop out, hit the backboard, and roll in. Reagan Getz having another really good first quarter of play. 20-6 now our score.
And again, you saw Reagan get the ball down low. Might have kicked it out a little bit earlier, but the ball swings around. If Reagan's open, she's going to let it fly. Great job.
Ellinwood may have known how much time was on the clock, just got the shot off a little bit late, and that will be the end of the first quarter. 20-6. Southeast of Saline, they lead it by 14 at the end of one. Back with second quarter action after this. You're listening on KINA and watching free of charge on SalinaPost.com. Thanks to our friends at Phillips Seed Farms.
You're telling me your driver turns you on remotely?
It feels so good. One gentle touch of a handy remote or mobile app and my motor is running. And don't fret, my little pickup pal. New Image Audio installs these inside trucks too.
Oh, yeah.
You'll want it when the winter chill hits. A remote start from New Image Audio for cars, trucks, even diesels. All systems remote and cell phone capable. Nationwide coverage. Get yours at New Image Audio on South Broadway.
In Salina, hunters, don't miss the 2023 Whitetail Summit. This is an opportunity to hear from some of the most highly regarded experts in the whitetail management field. Our event will feature Dr. Bronson Strickland from Mississippi State University and Don Higgins, founder of Real World Wildlife and co-host of the Chasing Giants podcast, as well as Wes Delks, a Higgins outdoor consultant. This event will include a meal and exclusive show specials from our sponsors. Doors open at 9:30 a.m. Saturday, February 18th at the Tony's Pizza Event Center. Go to phillipsseed.com for more details.
You're listening to Southeast Trojan Hoops on KINA.
Opening the second quarter, Southeast of Saline with the possession. Brielle Potachik will take a 3 and a quick whistle. A rebounding foul inside on Southeast of Saline will give the ball to Ellinwood. This will be the first foul. It whistled against Avery Castleman this evening. 14 fouls so far for Southeast, but they're all spread out.
I think it was Colin Getz.
Reagan Getz, yeah.
Colin Reagan Getz. Here's one of those difficult things, right? You're up 14 after the first quarter. Like, everything's obviously gone well. How do you continue this? Like you've got to keep going. These are the toughest games to coach. These are the toughest games to play in when you jump out of that big lead. Like, you got to continue to go for the throats, but that intensity's dead. You know, we've talked about it. It's Monday night. This school dance on Saturday. There's the Super Bowl last night. Like, there's so many elements you want to play. You came out to a big start. You're not going to get any calls, but right there, really good positioning from Reagan Getz to draw the foul on Allison Ricker. But you got to continue to control the fundamentals. You got to continue to control the basketball, because this is what happens in playoff basketball. That's what everything's getting ready for right now.
Well, unfortunately, other than the free throws for Reagan Getz, most everything Southeast has done in this game has been kind of spurred on by their defense. They've done very good defensively. Lexi Jacobson has a couple of runaway layups. Here's Lexi now with an offensive rebound inside. She'll go back at the rim. That won't go down, and Ellinwood will save the basketball from going out of bounds. Nice job there by the Eagles. 20-6 our score. There's Baker on the left-hand side, and she is going to collide with Maddie Harris. Harris goes sliding towards the baseline, and they're going to call the foul on Harris.
And that's
Maddie's first.
That's tough one on Maddie, and I'm not saying it should have been a charge by any means. I think that Maddie honestly just kind of lost her footing and just went sliding. Like to see a no call there, but that's something you have to learn how to play with. You have to learn how to play with a lead. As you see right there, Simpson drills the 3, and that's what starts happening in games like this. Way you got to stay on top of everything, play extremely fundamentally sound.
Little step back action there on the 3 for Brittany Simpson. That's her first points of the night. And now Reagan gets driving baseline. Will have a ball slapped out of bounds. It will stay with Southeast of Saline underneath their own basket. 6:36 left to go here in the second quarter. Southeast leading by 11. Harris swinging to Potacek for three. She was the inbounder. That one bangs hard in and out on the rim. And now a foul will be called down low on Ellinwood's Bella Baker. That is her second, and that's problems for Ellinwood.
Yeah, that's a tough one on Bella Baker. I thought she had pretty good position. It looked like Reagan just kind of went up and got the basketball from her. It looked like maybe a no call, but if you're going to go with it, you got to go with it. And, yeah, you see right there, Alexis Jacobson called for the foul. Her feet kind of got moved up. Good defense from Ellinwood, kind of create a little contact, all within the rules. Lexi with the travel.
Second turnover for Southeast of Saline. 20-9 is our score. Now a foul on Maddie Harris reaching over the top. Maddie has collected 2 quick fouls right away. Shauna Smith not taking any time wasted here to get Harris out of the game and replace her with Abigail Pearson. Pearson will re-enter the contest.
And here's where the game gets tough, right? You know, we talked about the lead. We talked about that. Not a lot of flow. And Ellinwood, this is what they do. They kind of, the way they play, they're going to create no flow. They have a very talented player in Brittany Simpson. But they want this. They want a junk game. And with all due respect, like that's how they're going to be successful tonight. You've got to stay disciplined. Make sure you're playing the game the right way for the Trojans.
Well, and we didn't have any fouls called in this game in the first 5 minutes. Now all of a sudden we have 11 fouls called in the last 9 minutes.
And a lot of whistles.
Excuse me, last 5 minutes. Another turnover here by Ellinwood. It's their first one of the second quarter, 7th for the game on a traveling violation. So it's Pearson, Potacek, Getz, Castleman, and Jacobson on the floor right now.
And you see that sometimes after a technical foul. I mean, just to kind of tighten things up. But I don't think the players in any means are feeling that way. You know, they're playing the game the right way. Everything's clean and fine.
Here's a steal now by Simpson. She tries to spin. Reagan gets inside. Brielle Potacek's there to poke it and take it away along with Abba Pearson. Stop and pop on the break for Brielle.
Nice.
Three-pointer good.
Devin, I love that.
That's one of those, oh, no, I'm glad you did buckets there for Brielle Potacek on the three. I love it as well. Everybody collected underneath the bucket. Brielle just stopped and popped from three-point land, her second of the game.
But the basketball smarts to understand that you have rebounders there. You can't give them the ball because they're too deep to pass the ball because they've already gone past that free throw line where you tell people not to pass the ball. Great pop and stop from Brielle.
Now Ellinwood turns it over. 10 turnovers for the Eagles. Lexi Jacobson will check out. Addison Rohr back into the contest. 5:09 left to go here in the second quarter. It's 23-9. Southeast of Saline leading. Each team right on the doorstep of a bonus situation here with 5 minutes left to go in the half. Southeast has 16 fouls. Ellinwood with 5. Rohr down deep. She'll play it back out to Pearson, who falls down with the basketball. It's third turnover for Southeast of Saline. Ellinwood now has it. Simpson inside. Looked like she walked with it. Now across the paint they go for a jump shot from Allison Ricker, and Ricker's going to score her first basket of the game in a 30-second timeout called by Southeast of Saline. 23-11 is our score. 4:44 left to go before halftime here on KINA.
You're ready for any task, and you expect the same from your tractor. No matter the job, there's a Case IH Farmall tractor ready to work as hard as you do. With easy operation, an exceptional operating environment, and more standard features that enhance productivity, Farmall tractors deliver the power and flexibility to knock out chores and keep going. Stop by Can Equip in Salina and find a Farmall to meet the demands of your operation.
Can Equip you.
Work hard, play hard. Good luck, Trojans from Roselawn Memorial Park in Salina. To learn more, visit roselawnsalina.com.
Out of the timeout from Shauna Smith, Southeast of Saline has the basketball. Reagan gets on the right wing. 4:37 left to go here, second quarter. 23-11. Southeast of Saline leading here early on. Potacek up top between the rings. Going nice. High post, Addison Rohr, backdoor cut, Castleman. Avery scores, and she is fouled. 3-point opportunity coming up on the backdoor cut from senior Avery Castleman, and the look, beautiful little bouncer from Addison Rohr.
Yeah, I love that 1-4 look because it's so dangerous with the Southeast Saline team because you don't know if somebody's going to kick out or keep going. And that's exactly what Avery Castleman needs to go to get her going. I mean, she's super strong. I just don't think she goes down low enough. Great finish, rewarded with the and one opportunity.
More importantly, probably for Southeast of Saline, is Bella Baker was guilty of the foul. That is her third. She has to go to the bench where both her and Simpson set right now. And again, I have to bring it up. Between those two young ladies, they average 31 points a game. this Ellinwood team, as a team, only scores 40. So a lot of their scoring right now sitting on the bench.
And you can tell he notices that right away that Bella Baker's out. Shauna Smith puts that press back on. Let's see what happens without Bella Baker in the game.
Approaching the halfway mark of the second quarter. Full court pressure here by Southeast of Saline. Ellinwood trying to skip pass over the top of everybody. Goes out of bounds in front of the Southeast bench. And another turnover. It is turnover number 10. Brittany Simpson quickly pops up off the Ellinwood bench and will check back in.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think this Ellinwood team, with all due respect, can handle. I mean, they've got to either have Simpson or Baker in the game. And we saw right there, like that was just that was a tough possession for Ellinwood. They need one of those two in just to kind of make sure things are going all right.
Pearson has it on the right-hand side. Skip pass over the defense now. Castleman will try a left wing three. That's no good. Ball being tipped out long. Pearson will run it down and keep it. The possession stays alive here for SES. Potachik will drive. Kick it out to Avery that time. Open again, but she'll save it. Go back across court to Pearson for three. That one's too strong, no good. Battle for the rebounds being tapped around. Addison Rohr tried to save it, but it's going to go off her right hand and out of bounds. Ellinwood will have it back.
And I'll tell you what, right there, the ball's off Addison Rohr. It's great to see her just in there fighting. You know, she's in there bad. She's getting pushed around, fought around, still grabbing contact with the basketball. Next time she's going to grab it with two hands. Tough play, but good to see her just in there fighting for the offensive rebound.
3:35 left to go. Ellinwood brings it across the timeline, 25-11, Southeast of Saline leading. Here's a steal by Pearson. It's her third one of the day. Turnover number 11, and a wide-open Lexi Jacobson misses the layup. Gets her own rebound, though, and takes the more difficult route and scores anyway. 8 points now for Jacobson.
Well, I think Jacobson might have been fouled by her own player right there trying to get the offensive rebound after that, but really, really good job from Lexi to finish the play.
Ellinwood with it now, trailing 16. It's 27-11. Simpson in a trap in the corner. She'll skip it out of there. Now the Eagles looking to start some sort of offense here, but the Southeast defense has been really, really good so far in this first half. Near steal by Castleman, and it's actually going to create a turnover indirectly as Ellinwood steps on the sideline.
And this is already way more zone than we've seen Southeast play all season. You want to know, is this because of Ellinwood, or is this kind of like, what are we going to put on film, or what do we want to work on? Like, and that's what you never know with Coach Smith and Coach Reedy. Like, they're always just, I think they play chess a lot when others are playing checkers. Like, they're always trying to put stuff and do things that they can.
Harris has it along the baseline. She's stuck after one dribble. Now to Jacobson, who will rise up, shoot over the top. That won't go down. Pearson coming in, trying to get the rebound, and she's going to get a foul instead. She was in there doing hand battle that time with Julia Schlesinger. Schlesinger got the rebound and the foul on Pearson. That is Abba's second personal foul.
Yeah, definitely not a foul you're going to complain about. I mean, it's a foul that Abba just goes in. She's fighting for the basketball. It goes one way or the other. It's either an alternate possession or a foul. Pearson gets called for the foul, but a hustle foul. And now we're starting to see fouls kind of pile up. You've got it, which is not a horrible deal. Like here's where you see people step up.
Schlesinger at the free throw line. Yeah, missed the front end of the 1-and-1, and Southeast of Saline didn't get the rebound, and they foul again. 8 team fouls now. This will go against Lexi Jacobson, and it's her second.
Well, and the first thing Coach Smith will complain about is, why didn't you get the defensive rebound right there?
Of course.
Like, there's any foul after that, after somebody gets an offensive rebound, you don't care about the foul call.
Well, it's 4-on-3, right?
Yeah, without a doubt. You've got to secure that basketball.
Here's the front end of the 1-and-1 by Bella Baker. That's no good. Maddie Harris will get the rebound for Southeast of Saline. So 2 precious scoring opportunities missed there by Ellinwood. Avery Castleman driving to the basket. Now a foul on Addison Rohr. We'll go back the other way and shoot more free throws. For Addison, that is her second.
Yeah, we're going to be here a while.
Yeah.
And, but, I mean, that's a foul. I mean, right there, I mean, Addison's either got to get position or stay away from the basketball. As we see Zerfalou come into the lineup, like, that's what you got to figure out what you're going to do. Is that a ball you want to attack? Is that a ball that you have position on? If not, you got to stay away from it, fight to get position. That's how you get rebounds.
Front end of the 1-and-1 by Ellinwood, missed again. Jaden Keith could not take advantage of that, so Ellinwood left all 3 of their 1-and-1 opportunities open at the free throw line without scoring any points. Boy, that hurts. 27-11. 2:07 left to go here in the second quarter. We'll chat with Bryson Flax coming up at halftime. Get his thoughts on the game in Minneapolis on Friday, a victory for the Trojans, and also the task ahead that waits them against an undefeated Ellinwood team here tonight as Reagan gets into the paint and scores her first bucket of the second quarter.
And Devin, how about that leadership right there? Like, there's obviously been this lull. There's been some, it's just everything's gotten a little bit stale. The senior sees that. She catches the ball, high post at the elbow, takes a couple dribbles. That's what you need that's the senior leadership that you need to see. Everything's just, it's calm. Give the ball to Reagan. Reagan's going to take care of things. That's the leadership that you need right now this part of the season.
Castleman and Zerflew had an eagle in a trap against the sideline. The ball scored out of bounds. It will stay with Ellinwood with 1:38 left to go. Bella Baker with the basketball. She will be guarded by Maddie Harris. Simpson right now guarded by Castleman. Here's a three-pointer, left-hand side for Ellinwood. That's no good. Foul for the rebound. On the backside, Baker has it. She's going to drive to the cup. That won't go down. Still battling for that rebound. Now it's on the floor. Castleman the first round down after it. Then we're going to have a jump ball situation. The arrow is lit in favor of Southeast of Saline as Avery Castleman gets that possession away for SES.
It's always interesting watching Maddie Harris play with two fouls because she's always around the basketball. She always wants a part of the basketball, but just watching her try to keep her hands off, especially down low, it's always an entertaining watch.
Here's Brielle Patacic driving right in the heart of that Ellinwood zone defense. Now Getz has it. Little scoop shot up off the window. Didn't get enough of the glass. Now the rebound taken in by Ellinwood. Maddie Harris was there. Had a little bit of the basketball, but then let go, remembering that she is a little compromised right now with those two fouls. 48 seconds left to play. 29-11 as we close out the first half. Simpson with the basketball. Couple of token dribbles. Now she skips it across to the other side. Ends up with Baker in the corner. Clock down to 38. Ellinwood trailing here by 18 points as we are coasting towards the break. Simpson now with it. Avery Castleman's done a really good job on her tonight. She's only given up 3 points. Now Simpson with a step back three. Top of the key. That one rattles in and out. No good. Avery Castleman with the rebound. Off to Harris with 20 left on the clock. Maddie looking up the right-hand sideline. Had Brielle Patacic, but she's going to wait and play for the last shot. Harris dribbles it out up top. Clock down to 10. Now she'll go right to Patacic. Along the baseline now to Castleman. Back up top to Harris. Back to Brielle. 3 seconds left. Three-pointer on the way. Splashes it home. Brielle Patacic with her third three-pointer of the first half. And Southeast of Saline explodes into the locker room during the break. A big lead here for the Lady Trojans of SES. 32-11 is our score. When we come back, numbers from the first half. We'll also have a conversation with head coach Bryson Flax. We'll get caught up on Trojan basketball. Halftime is here. It's brought to you by Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories. Lady Trojans lead at 32-11 on KINA.
Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories. Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Knopf Auto is the AmSoil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Knopf Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
Okay, Coach, thank you for your breakdown on your offense and defense. Now here's Lynell Garrettson, your real estate coach for buying and selling.
Hi, fans. It's Lynell Garrettson from SalinaHomes.com, and I'm here to coach you up in your real estate game plan. Now is a great time to list your house, land, or investment. Or if you're in the buying mood, I'd love to help you find just the right real estate opportunity for you. And as always, go Trojans.
Buy or sell, call Lynell at SalinaHomes.com.
This is the Trojan Halftime Report. Coming up, a first half recap. Shot at the horn! Stats, interviews, and a look at other area games. Now, let's get back to the gym for Trojan Halftime on KINA.
Back here on the Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories Halftime Report, 32-11 our score. Brielle Patacic, 9 points on 3 threes in that first half. Reagan Getz having another great game with 13 points here at the break. Time now to look ahead to game number 2 of our doubleheader. Southeast of Saline playing against the Ellinwood Eagles. Before we do that, let's flash back with head coach Bryson Flax and talk about the game on Friday on the road at Minneapolis. Obviously, coach, your defense pretty good in this game. You give up 15 points. And you set a trend here over the last 4 or 5 games that there just aren't a lot of points that you're giving up. Your thoughts on the game on Friday in Minneapolis?
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of rhythm, not a lot of flow to the game in general. But, I thought we did a good job defensively. We really didn't give up on contested shots. So we made them earn them, and we made them work for everything that they got. We've got to find ways to put it in the hole a little more efficiently, but I was really happy defensively the way we played.
When you look at the offensive side of the ball and you're not getting clear runouts, like I thought Minneapolis did a good job of limiting that, even though they were having a hard time scoring. When you're playing a team with one win, you have a tendency, whether it's on purpose or not, just kind of try things that might be out of character, right? Did you see any of that out of your squad?
Not a ton. The biggest thing that I saw on the offensive end was we just took quicker shots.
Yeah.
Not bad shots, but against a team like that, the ball moves from one side of the floor to the other, 2-3 times. You're probably going to get a great look, and we weren't patient enough to find those good looks, but no, all in all, the guys, I thought they played fairly unselfish, and we just gotta hit shots.
What was your schedule like over the weekend? I know a lot of things going on. School dance Saturday, of course, Super Bowl yesterday, turn around for a Monday game here. Did you get a chance to get in the gym at all, or are you just going to keep rolling through?
No, we practiced yesterday.
Okay.
It's kind of funny. I told them on Thursday before, I said, I'm going to be on the road on Sunday, guys, so we're going to have to practice about 5:36. And about half of them looked at me like I was crazy, and the other half didn't process for them. But no, we practiced yesterday early afternoon and got everybody out of here in time to catch the game.
This Ellinwood game is an interesting one for you. You're in this series 2-0 against the Eagles, but they've both been great games thus far. Ellinwood comes in this year. They are undefeated. They're 17-0. They are ranked third in the state by the KBCA in Class 2A. Of course, your squad right now third in Class 3A. What do you see with this Ellinwood team? I mean, obviously you have a couple of really, really hard players on the inside that kind of scrap and do all the dirty work for them, and you have Dutton pouring in almost 30 a game on the outside.
Yeah, he's stinking good, and they work around him, and they do a nice job to get him opportunities. But we're just going to have to contest everything he does. He's gonna hit shots on us. We know that. It's just I'm more interested in if they're contested shots or uncontested shots. If they're uncontested, it'll be unacceptable, and we'll have to have some guys sitting by me for extended time. But contested shots are okay. Just continue to try and wear them out, and don't give that group extra opportunities. Don't bail them out. Don't give them offensive rebound buckets, things like that. And then make them guard us. That goes into tiring someone out is how hard you make them guard, and so we're gonna have to be good though.
We've talked before about teams that may have a player similar to Britt Dutton, and sometimes the key is just kind of let them do whatever, and you do your job as much as you can to stop them, but also you don't let the other four shine, right?
Yeah, I think that's, last year it was a close game up there at Ellinwood, and the Sheck kid had 20, and Dutton had 20-some, and another kid had 8 or 9, and you let that happen, you're kind of in for a long night. So we got to be solid, but we can't just be solid in one area. We're going to be tested defensively, but we got a good game plan in place, and we'll give it a go.
Looking forward to it. Good luck. We'll talk to you after the game.
Thanks, Devin.
Bryson Flax, he's the head coach of the Southeast of Saline Trojans. His guys coming in 16-1 on the season. They will take on a 17-0 Ellinwood team. That's coming up here, the second game of our doubleheader. When we come back, we'll go over numbers from the first half. Also get you ready for third quarter action right now. 4 minutes left to go on the halftime break. Before we start the third quarter, it's 32-11, Southeast of Saline in the driver's seat here on KINA.
Citizens State Bank has been serving Kansans for over 100 years. We are a full-service bank that can service your personal, business, and agricultural lending and deposit needs. Citizens State Bank offers 24/7 convenience with mobile deposit, online banking, and our ATM conveniently located in front of the building. Stop by and see our friendly and helpful staff. Citizens State Bank at 600 Maple Street in Gypsum, Kansas. Citizens State Bank and Trust Company is a proud supporter of the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
Hunters, don't miss the 2023 Whitetail Summit. This is an opportunity to hear from some of the most highly regarded experts in the whitetail management field. Our event will feature Dr. Bronson Strickland from Mississippi State University and Don Higgins, founder of Real World Wildlife and co-host of the Chasing Giants podcast, as well as Wes Delks, a Higgins outdoor consultant. This event will include a meal and exclusive show specials from our sponsors. Doors open at 9:30 a.m. Saturday, February 18th at the Tony's Pizza Event Center. Go to phillipseed.com for more details.
For some, Valentine's Day gifting is easy. For others, well, they need a little help. That help can be found at Saline Medical Aesthetics. Kiss those wrinkles goodbye with 10% off Botox, $100 off 1 milliliter syringe filler for kissable lips, $175 deluxe hydrofacial. Purchase one package laser hair removal, receive second package, equal or lesser value, 50% off. The best Valentine's Day gift can be found at Salina Medical Aesthetics. Follow SME on social and learn more at salinamedesthetics.org.
Spring cleaning time. Finally.
Hi, it's Sarah.
And Addison.
Spring cleaning, a time to get rid of all the muck and grime left over from the winter months. Let Merry Maids help you clean your home from top to bottom to give you a fresh start for a new season. Worry-free house cleaning by Merry Maids done the way that you want. We guarantee it. Call Merry Maids in Salina and Abilene to schedule your spring cleaning today.
Find Merry Maids on Facebook or at merrymaids.com.
Merry Maids, relax. It's done.
This is Trojan Basketball on KINA.
Back here, about ready to start third quarter action. Devin Haney, Tyler Smith, 32-11 our score. Southeast of Saline leading the Ellinwood Eagles. Let's go over scoring, brought to you by Citizen State Bank in downtown Gypsum. Bank where the Trojans bank, and that is in beautiful downtown Gypsum at Citizen State Bank. 13 points so far for Reagan Getz, 9 points for Brielle Potacek, all from behind the three-point line, 8 points for Lexi Jacobson, all from inside the three-point line, 2 points for Avery Castleman. Ellinwood, so far, 4 points for Bella Baker, 3 points for Brittany Simpson, 2 for Allison Ricker, and 2 for Jaden Keith. Southeast of Saline, 5 of 7 from the free throw line, while Ellinwood is 0 of 4. Ellinwood has 12 turnovers, while Southeast of Saline has just turned the ball over 3 times. Once again, 32-11, our score here at the break. The lead of 21 right now, the largest of the game for Southeast of Saline. Ellinwood has not led so far in this contest. Tyler, your thoughts on that first half and the upcoming 2 quarters?
Devin, obviously, I mean, what Reagan's doing offensively, she's just continuing on from what she did Friday. That's great. But you know what? I'll look at Avery Castleman. I mean, Avery Castleman, she has 2 points, but what she's done with Brittany Simpson, and I don't know if there's another player that kind of encompasses Coach Shauna Smith's demeanor and attitude as much as Avery does. I know Avery's a teacher aide for Coach Shauna Smith. Like, in the nicest possible way to say this, they're both nasty. Like, I don't think they care about anything else other than the wins and the losses. Avery Castleman just wants to get nasty. She knows if you're the best scorer on the team, I want you. Like, I want to take care of you, and gosh darn, she's done a great job tonight.
Tried a little pick and roll here between Baker and Simpson, and Brielle Potacek dips in. She takes the basketball away from Baker. The jump ball situation is called, and the arrow, of course, in the favor of Southeast of Saline. Nice play there by Brielle.
Yeah, and again, we've seen that a lot from Brielle. Like, really quick hands. We make all the short stop, kind of, comparisons. It's a tough call for the alternate possession, but really good hands from Brielle.
Jacobson has it, top of the circle. Now she is going to be taking a foul as Brittany Simpson just couldn't pass up that basketball being right in front of her as Lexi came through, and Simpson will get her first personal foul. First foul, of course, of the second half here. 32-11, Southeast of Saline trying to get the first points of the third quarter. Reagan Getz off the inbounds for 3. That won't go. Jacobson, though, with great position, drops it back in the cup for Reagan Getz. Jacobson now in double digits with 10.
Yeah, Devin, that's one thing you got to be really happy with if you're Shauna Smith. You're seeing the offensive rebounds. You're seeing second chance opportunities. And you're also seeing on the other side, you're not seeing a lot of second chance opportunities. That's how you get successful. Really nice move. Really great finish from Simpson.
Simpson inside, little turnaround, dropped it over the front of the rim. That is her first 2-pointer of the night. She has a 3-pointer that she scored earlier on. Here's Castleman for 3. That one too hard. And it's going to be battled for between 2 Southeast players. Harris and Jacobson both going after it, and the ball goes out of bounds. It will go back to Ellinwood. 1 minute into the third.
And, Devin, that's one thing that's clear. I mean, you can tell Avery Castleman's not fully confident in that three-point shot right now, but she's it's not from lack of Coach Shauna Smith. You saw her look at Shauna Smith right there, and Shauna's like, keep shooting. Like, that's what – again, it's one of those things that you see Ellinwood throw the basketball out of bounds. Like, it's not going well for Avery now, but we've seen we saw in the postseason last year. We saw at the state tournament last year in that one game. Avery gets rolling. She causes some issues. It's not like the shots are off bad. She doesn't take bad shots. Just keep going. Stick with the confidence. Good things are going to come.
Here's Brielle open on the left-hand side after she created another turnover for Ellinwood. She's going to pull the trigger on this three-pointer, and it might be a night coming up here for Brielle Potacek. She is already in double digits now with 12.
And it's exactly what Coach Shauna Smith said. She didn't want the first open shot. She wanted to move the ball around. Brielle had a chance to shoot that. Ball gets banged around 2 or 3 times. It's back out to Brielle. It's always funny how those shots fall after you move the defense just a couple times. Great finish from Brielle Potacek.
Lead continues to grow for Southeast of Saline. It's now at 24, 37-13. And Bella Baker lost the basketball as her and Harris collided again. That'll be the third consecutive turnover on Ellinwood here in this half. The only time that they've scored down the floor was the 2-pointer by Brittany Simpson. 37-13. Double-digit scoring so far by 3 different Southeast Trojans. Here's Potacek driving. She'll kick it out. Gets. Thought about a 3-pointer. She's going to get whistled with a traveling violation over there on steps. Just the 4th turnover for Southeast in this game.
And that's a tough one for Reagan. I don't know how Reagan has the discipline not just to shoot that 3. As hot as she was on Friday, it's what she's been doing tonight. I'm shooting everything if I'm Reagan. But you could tell that she's understanding. We're not just taking the first open 3. She's trying to drive that in. You see it, a couple dribbles just got called for moving the feet a little too quick.
Here's Baker, one-handed pass. Might have went off Simpson's head. She's going to save it back in bounds, though, and a shot that is up and in. Nice job there by Allison Ricker to kind of catch that ball unexpectedly and go back up with it. Here's Getz now along the baseline. Her shot on the left-hand side is no good, but Reagan's going to get her own rebound. Skip pass over the defense. Now a touch pass to Brielle. She's going to step in the keyhole. Her 12-footer won't go. And now it's going to be knocked out on an Ellinwood run out. First fast break opportunity for Ellinwood, but it's going to be broke up by Maddie Harris, who saved the railing on the far side.
Amazing. A great defensive play. Understands where she is. Catches the ball in one hand, grabs the railing in the other. I think Maddie Harris likes doing that type of stuff, like stunt woman, daredevil type things. They're going to give the ball to Southeast Saline. I don't know how, but when you've had a coach thrown out of the game and another coach is on the bench, it's tough to talk about those.
Here's Getz inside, little hanging pass down low to Lexi Jacobson, and Lexi now has 4 in the quarter. 12 points for the game for the junior, 39-15.
And what a look by Getz. Getz catches the ball at 15, takes a dribble, goes up for the shot. She sees that defense collapses on her. Lexi's wide open. Love the selflessness right there from Reagan Getz. Great dish.
Baker with it as she continues to dribble from one corner all the way over to the center of the floor, and now she's going to throw it away. 5 turnovers here for Ellinwood as we approach the halfway mark of the third quarter. 39-15 our score. Jacobson will come out. Castleman was already out. Addison Rohr and Pearson back in.
And Devin, this is really tough for Ellinwood right now. You got to dig in. Your head coach is not with you. Tough situation to put your team in on the road against one of the state's best teams.
Gets with it along the baseline. Now to Potacek. Play it out to Maddie Harris. Over to Getz. She'll try the 3, left wing. That one's going to go down. Reagan Getz gets another one. That is her 3rd 3-pointer of the night. She has 16.
Is there a monster being created right now?
I believe so.
Gosh darn, you talk about getting hot at the correct time. This is nice. And you're seeing the balls moving to her. She's not taking bad shots. We talked about that the other night. Didn't take a bad shot all night. Just doing a great job.
Simpson basically dribbled back and forth across the high screen 2 or 3 times to get open. She stepped back and shot an air ball. It'll go back to Southeast of Saline here. 42-15. Southeast of Saline leading, and Emma Zerflu has checked back into the game.
And so, Devin, you start looking at the score, 42-15. You'd say the game's in control. As you see Reagan pass, she's feeling it. A little heat check, if you will. But you play tomorrow night as well on the road.
Yeah.
So at some point, you start, that okay, make sure everything's all right. Make sure we're fine. Everything's in the flow. You're going to see that bench emptied pretty quickly, I would imagine, if you're Coach Shauna Smith and the Trojans.
Yeah, Southeast will be on the road tomorrow night in Ellsworth to play the Bearcats.
And a huge game.
Yeah, it's
huge game against Ellsworth.
Should be big on both sides, both boys and girls. There's Harris in the middle of the paint. She'll pull up and get a 2. Maddie Harris, her first basket of the night.
Incredible. I mean, we've talked about her so much tonight. She's done so many other things. Super surprised that's her first bucket of the night. That just shows you what Maddie does for this team. She does so much defensively, so much ball handling, so much with the passes, the rebounding. Surprised that it's her first bucket of the night, although she's contributed so much this evening.
Simpson has it on the left-hand side. She's going to dribble off the foot of Emma Zerflu, and they're going to call a blocking foul on Emma. So for Zerflu, that'll be her first foul.
Yeah, it looked like Emma was like the third person on a screen. It just kept going along. She was the help side, got caught in a bad spot. And Brittany Simpson's not just a great scorer, she's obviously a great basketball player. She noticed that. She went with the body, went with the contact, drew the foul.
Here's Pearson taking it away on the inbounds. One of the Eagles fell down for Ellinwood. Now Pearson all the way to the cup, and she's going to be fouled by Bella Baker. That for Baker, that'll be her 4th foul. She played quite a while with those 3 fouls, but she had just collected 4 right there. Second team foul against Ellinwood here in this second half. 2:39 left to play. Pearson a chance to put Southeast of Saline up by 30.
Yeah, I thought Abba did a really good job there. She saw that the defense was scrambling, right? She could have thrown a tough pass to Zerflu, but if the defense is scrambling, just keep attacking. She did that. She knew that she was going to draw some contact, and she was able to give a strong finish. We saw the basket not go in, but she gets herself at the free throw line for 2.
Pearson's 2 free throws both go in the cup. She becomes the 6th Southeast of Saline Trojan to score in this game. 31 is the margin right now for Southeast of Saline as we approach the 2.5-minute mark left to go here still in the third quarter. Ellinwood with it on the right-hand side. Now dribbling back to the middle of the floor is Nevaeh Bowman. Bowman now back to Simpson, and she will be fouled by Abba Pearson, it appears.
Here's what I love the most about Abba Pearson. That's a very tic-tac foul, and I don't think anybody's going to complain about it. But Abba Pearson showed no emotion. She's all right with it. But what I also love is you have Abigail Pearson on one of the state's top scorers. And that's, again, it's one of those things you're working towards the postseason, right? Like, you want Avery Castleman on a score like that. Who's the next option? It's Abigail Pearson. I mean, that's a heavy load for a freshman. But that's what Shauna Smith wants to see. What do you do right now? And Abigail Pearson's up for the challenge.
30-second timeout called for Southeast of Saline. We'll step aside. 2:17 left to go here in the third. Big lead for Southeast on KINA.
The John Deere 6M started with the livestock and hay producer who needs a powerful loader tractor with incredible visibility and maneuverability to easily make your way around those tight corrals, feed your herd, and bale your hay. A strong tractor is equipped with the features you need to accomplish any chore. From 110 to 195 horsepower, the 6M is fully customizable, so you get everything you need and nothing you don't. Visit your local Prairieland partners for details.
The right solution. Prairieland Partners.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
Out of the short timeout for Southeast of Saline, Ellinwood has the basketball. 2:13 left to go. Simpson in the keyhole plays it out in the corner to Bowman. Bowman now will bring it back, working it around the perimeter. Southeast still playing man-to-man defense here. Inside they will go to Schlesinger. Her shot up no good, and the ball slapped out of bounds by Ellinwood. It will go to Southeast of Saline with just under 2 minutes left to play here in the third quarter.
Dude, watch Lexi Jacobs on defense. Like, anytime that there's a basketball that's in midair, she's looking to grab it, she's looking to steal it, because I think she knows that she can beat everybody else on the court. You saw right there a couple times, she's ready. She's hungry. She wants the basketball. You got to feed her. She's always just looking for it. Look at her right now.
Bounce pass by Harris in between 2 defenders, and Jacobson puts it in. That was a cagey little thought from Maddie Harris, because she knew the defenders, if she got the ball through them, Lexi would be able to score that soft little mid-lane jumper, and that's exactly what happened. 6 in the quarter for Lexi Jacobson. Now a pass that's swatted out of bounds by Reagan Getz. It will stay with Ellinwood here underneath their own basket. 1:27 left to go in the third.
Well, Devin, it's that little sweet spot. I heard you talk with Reagan about this post game from Minneapolis. Like, she understood where that sweet spot was. And by the way, as Reagan gets like mature beyond her years, that might have been the best interview I've ever heard from anybody, let alone a high
she
school
walked
student.
Me through it.
Goodness gracious. The amount of time she said teammates and we, that shows you what Reagan Getz is all about and what these Trojans are all about.
1:05 left to go. Here's a poke by Avery Castleman. Ball on the floor. Brielle Patachi goes down, tries to take it away. She cannot, and it will stay with the Eagles as we go inside 1 minute left to go here in the third quarter. 33-point lead. Southeast has done an excellent job continuing to build this, only allowing 4 points here in this third quarter. They only allowed 5 in the second quarter and 6 in the first quarter. Clock continuing to run. Bowman now will take a drive. Harris tumbles to the floor. No contact there. Now a pass swatted and taken away by Avery Castleman, and a foul called against Ellinwood.
Yeah, tough foul right there. It's one of those, like, you almost want to see soccer, where a referee notices the foul, lets advantage go. But no, a smart foul for Ellinwood, because you saw there's a breakaway right there for Southeast Lane. But here's what you'd love to see if you're Shauna Smith. The defensive intensity is staying. Like, they're not going to stop playing defense. That's something we've never seen Southeast do. They just continue to play defense. It's never going to stop. They don't know how to stop, and that's what's going to make things tough for everybody else.
Here's Harris knifing inside of the defense, and a little flip shot up over the front of the rim goes in. 50-15 our scores. We approach the end of the third quarter. And Southeast of Saline, probably in a game more important to them than any this season, they're going to carry that 30-point spread into the fourth quarter and have a running clock. That'll shorten this game considerably with another game left tomorrow. Here's Jacobson on a travel. That'll stop the clock with 1.4 seconds left.
Yeah, and that's when we saw a lot from Lexi last year, where she just caught the ball and just went less and less this year. But, again, there's no motor. That girl, it's all gas, no brakes. And that's what you love to see. You're gonna deal with it every once in a while.
At the end of the third, Southeast of Saline in control. They lead at 50-15 over the Ellinwood Eagles here on KINA.
Suburban Appliance Center is your official dealer for Traeger grills. Check out this 6-in-1 versatile unit that grills, bakes, smokes, roasts, braces, and barbecues. Suburban is your exclusive dealer for the Traeger Timberline series, and they have your Traeger spices too. Suburban Appliance Center, they are locally owned, and they offer appliance brands like Amana, KitchenAid, Whirlpool, and of course Maytag. Suburban also offers exceptional service. Suburban Appliance Center, 1900 South 9th.
Hunters, don't miss the 2023 Whitetail Summit. This is an opportunity to hear from some of the most highly regarded experts in the whitetail management field. Our event will feature Dr. Bronson Strickland from Mississippi State University and Don Higgins, founder of Real World Wildlife and co-host of the Chasing Giants podcast, as well as Wes Delks, a Higgins outdoor consultant. This event will include a meal and exclusive show specials from our sponsors. Doors open at 9:30 a.m. Saturday, February 18th at the Tony's Pizza Event Center. Go to phillipseed.com for more details.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline basketball on KINA.
50-15 our score. Thank you for listening here on KINA and also watching free of charge live stream video available at SolanaPost.com. Brought to you by Phillips Seed Farms. 50-15. Ellinwood starts out with a big deficit and the basketball. Southeast of Saline has switched out to a zone defense. Eagles with it. Baker still in there playing with 4 fouls. She'll take a couple of dribbles to her left. Now play it back right to Simpson. Ellinwood at this point, they kind of look like they want this game to be over as much as anybody else, don't they?
They do. As you see a nice little finish right there from Baker. I mean, Bella Baker brings a lot to the table, so you got to keep her in regardless how many fouls she has. But you're exactly right. They're tough game right now for Ellinwood.
Baker with 6. Reagan Getz will hit the 3. That's 19 now for Reagan Getz.
And, Devin, I got to say it really quickly as we're watching live on SalinaPost.com. Again, Shauna Smith's daughter, Blakely Smith, at home sick. Wanted to be here more than anybody. Her sister, Everly Smith, is with her. And the real MVP, mother-in-law, Janelle
Grandma.
Reedy.
Yeah,
Grandma wanted to she wanted to stay home with the girls. The girls were more than happy to stay home with her. Grandma, we appreciate you. It gives me the opportunity to come watch this game and work it with the great award-winning Devin Haney.
Brittany Simpson had a 3-pointer blocked by Southeast of Saline. Here come the Trojans back the other way. Zerflew with it. She goes to the corner and ran into the 6'1" Julia Schlesinger and was turned away.
Yeah, Schlesinger right there. Really good job. I mean, just stayed tall, stayed up, stayed straight up, which we don't see very often. Just a very smart play from the freshman.
53-17. Neither team really in jeopardy of getting in the bonus situation. Just 2 fouls on Southeast, 3 fouls on Ellinwood. Now here's another steal by Reagan Getz. 10 turnovers in the second half for Ellinwood. Here's Getz inside, goes around one defender, scoop shot around the second defender, and that ball just didn't go in the cup for her. That would have been a great shot if Reagan could have made that. By the way, Reagan Getz over her last 2 games, this one and also Friday night in Minneapolis, 10 3-pointers.
Goodness gracious.
There's Baker with a 3. She gets one of her own. Bella Baker leading the way for Ellinwood. She has 9. Brielle Potacek with the answer. Why not? Talk about 3-pointers. That is 5 trays for Brielle Potacek in this game. And a timeout called by Southeast of Saline. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. 5:41 left to go. 56-20. And as we talked about, quick turnaround here. Clock, other than timeouts or injuries, will not stop in this fourth quarter. And that's probably best for Southeast of Saline. You want to get everybody as many minutes as they can, but you are sitting here with a game again tomorrow night. We talked about the long weekend. Game in Minneapolis on Friday. School dance on Saturday. Super Bowl on Sunday. Game here at home against Ellinwood today. At Ellsworth tomorrow. It's been a long 5 days by the time we get to the end of tomorrow, so shortening this game isn't a bad thing for Southeast.
No, not at all. And let's give Ellsworth all the credit Ellsworth deserves. When this schedule was originally, constructed, I believe 3 years ago, I believe this is the third time we've done this, Ellsworth was a different team, right? That used to be a team you just kind of go into and you'd have to worry about. Ellsworth's a contender. I mean, that's a team, believe in our sub-state, like, they are fully worth all of your attention, and they can take anybody down. We've seen them beat Minneapolis this year. As you see right there, nice little backdoor cut from Simpson. Simpson goes to that low post. Ellsworth deserves all your attention. So, yeah, if you're Southeast Saline right now, you're wanting to get out of here with the least amount of energy expended.
Sarah Feldman into the game for the first time for Southeast of Saline. A block there on a shot put up by Addison Rohr. Here comes Ellinwood back the other way. And after this contest, while Southeast of Saline gets the victory and securely plants themselves in the top 2 spots for those sub-state standings, Ellsworth, meanwhile, they have some room to improve. Right now, they are in a 3-way tie for third with Hoisington and Smoky Valley. Every victory is valuable to the Ellsworth Lady Bearcats right now.
Yeah, they really are. I mean, you start doing the math. Nobody wants to be 4. All right? If you start looking at things, you don't want to be 4. You don't need one of those that plays the number 1 at any time, unless it's, as late on in the tournament as you can, because you're going to run into Phillipsburg and one of the best players in the entire state of Kansas. So, yeah, every win is super valuable.
You also don't want to be the 5 and go on the road in the first round. So that 3 spot is the prime spot. There's Maddie Harris picking one up off the floor. She's going to cash that one in for numbers 5 and 6. 58-22. Lead continues to grow here for Southeast of Saline. Halfway through the fourth quarter. Here's a shot up by Ellinwood. No good. Maddie Harris pulls it away. Out left-hand side now to Castleman. Skip pass over the top to Feldman. She'll go back down low to Pearson, who will put her head down. Have a shot blocked in the paint. And now a jump ball situation called. That will give the ball to Ellinwood. And a chance to substitute once again. Emma Zerflu checks back into the game. She'll bring with her Lexi Jacobson. Senior Avery Castleman will go out along with Maddie Harris.
Yeah, you can tell right now. So it's young Trojans on the floor. You got to rely on Abbott, the freshman, to kind of run the points. You got Zerflu out there as well. You want to see things stay steady.
Here's Pearson off the inbound, stepping back inbounds and getting a 3. Fed by Emma Zerflu that time. Or was that Feldman that gave her the ball?
I think Zerflu. I'm going to go Zerflu. but these are how valuable are these minutes?
Yeah.
These are things you never really look at, because you want to talk about a tournament run. You're going to need 8, 9 deep. You don't know what's going to happen. Foul trouble, injuries, whatever. But every single second on a varsity floor is super valuable right now for these Trojans.
Lob pass to the backside, and creeper on the backside is Bella Baker, and she's able to step in and score. Baker having a nice fourth quarter here with 7 points. She has 11 for the game. Under 3 minutes left to go. Near steal by Simpson. Zerflu, though, is going to save it for Southeast of Saline. Off to Jacobson. She'll drive to the baseline. 2-pointer up and good. Lexi Jacobson has 16. 63-24.
Every once in a while you need a get-right game, right? And I think we talk a lot about this schedule. Like, there's not a lot of get-right games. It's nice to have this, isn't it? Just kind of go out and get some. Go out and beat a team. And I think Shauna Smith's going to be really happy with the way her defense plays. And you're not missing bunnies. You're doing what you should. She's not going to be happy with this. The fourth quarter will destroy her. She's calling a timeout right now. She's not happy with that backside of this zone as Baker hits another wide open layup on that backside.
2:09 left to go here in the fourth quarter. It's a full timeout. We'll take it as well. Southeast of Saline up big here on KINA.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
At home or on the road, K4 Garage will keep you moving. With over 12 years of mechanic experience, owner Nick Trout will diagnose and repair your engine to keep you in the game. Full service gas, diesel, or tires. K4 Garage also has a fully stocked convenience store with snacks and drinks. Open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 6, Saturday from 9 until 3. Trust K4 Garage with keeping you on the road. And if it has oil, they can change it at K4 Garage in Gypsum.
You're listening to Southeast Trojan Hoops on KINA.
Out of the timeout, Southeast of Saline trying to pass the ball down towards the baseline. That's going to be tipped and knocked out of bounds. Southeast will turn it over. Sutton Douglas into the game. Also Charlotte Knopf into the game, along with Eliana Smith. All into the contest. They will join Zerflu and Sarah Feldman. 1:35 left to go. Simpson for a three. Left-hand side. That won't go. Baker comes crashing in for the rebound. Lost the basketball out of bounds, but it will stay with Ellinwood. Tyler, we talked in pregame about how this Ellinwood team can be a little hot and cold sometimes. Their last three games now, when you include this one, a week ago on Tuesday, they lost to Central Plains by 39. They turned around and beat Kinsley at home by 37. Now here they are, down by almost 40 to Southeast of Saline. It's unbelievable how back and forth they can be.
Yeah, they really can. And you can tell by the way they play. I mean, if those shots fall and we see they got some shooters, they got some talent, you get right matchups, it's going to work. But I think that's one thing that, Shauna Smith, we talk about the nastiness of this defense. And, I think that's one thing we're starting to see. This team, it's coming into their own defensively, and they're fighting their identity. And, the offense is coming for Southeast Saline. We've seen Reagan do her thing. We've seen everybody else explode tonight. That's exactly the identity you need. It's a bad time for Ellinwood to meet up with the Trojans.
Fourth turnover for Southeast. It ends up with Baker on a run out. Bella Baker scores yet again here in this fourth quarter with 30 seconds left to play. 63-28. Zerflu with it, top of the circle. Southeast of Saline.
Oh, my goodness.
Good night here. And there's a three-pointer by the anthem singer, Eliana Smith. She sung the anthem last week. She gets a three-pointer here.
Devin, I say it all the time, you never know how invaluable or important or how much love a player has until you see the bench after they scored. You Simpson right there. The bench exploded. They're going to be happier with that than anything tonight. What a moment. They're going to tackle her.
66-30 is our final score. Southeast of Saline. On the girls' side, they get yet another victory. They move to 16-2 on the season. They drop Ellinwood back to 500 at 9-9 after a 66-30 victory. When we come back on postgame, we'll go over final numbers for you. We'll also have a Vernon Jewelers Gym of the Game as we wrap it up after another Lady Trojan victory, 66-30 here on KINA.
Winter travel can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire-related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North Ninth, Saline.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
Love is in the air and a proposal has been on your mind. Don't blow it. Vernon Jewelers is here to encourage you, and now is the time to pop the question this Valentine's Day. In-store at Vernon Jewelers, look for special featured engagement rings tagged with a special blow pop, making your search easy and worry-free. With free checks, cleaning, and in-house repair, Vernon Jewelers is your full-service jewelry store. Vernon Jewelers in downtown Salina, where it's the little things that matter. since 1884.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of two types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Saline Pain Clinic. Our pain specialist will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
Time now for the Trojan postgame show on KINA. Stick around for the game recap, final stats, and reaction from the coach. This is Trojan basketball on KINA.
Welcome into postgame, brought to you by Commercial Tire Centers. After a Lady Trojan victory, 66-30 is our score. Southeast of Saline tonight led in scoring by three different Trojans who not only got into double digits, but solidly into double digits tonight. Reagan Getz leads the way with 19 points as she backs up her 34-point performance from Friday night in Minneapolis. Along with her, Lexi Jacobson with 16 points, 15 points tonight from Brielle Potacek. And for Brielle Potacek, that is a new season high of 15 points. They all came from behind the three-point line. 6 points tonight for Maddie Harris, 5 points for Abba Pearson, 3 points for Eliana Smith, and 2 points for Avery Castleman. For the Ellinwood Eagles, 15 points for Bella Baker. 11 of those came in the fourth quarter. 10 points for Brittany Simpson. That's half of her season average. 4 points for Allison Ricker. 2 points for Jaden Keith. Southeast of Saline, 7 of 9 from the free throw line. Ellinwood 0 for 4. Ellinwood had 22 turnovers, while Southeast of Saline had 7. And Tyler, I think that's really the biggest key to this tonight is the defense for Southeast of Saline. Basically, when you look back at this game a year ago, which was a 7-point win for Southeast of Saline, they took 7 of their turnovers, because they had 14 last year, and put them on Ellinwood here tonight.
Yeah, they did. I think we talked to it was a similar situation last year. You know, you go in there on a Monday, and you're kind of expecting to do big things, and Ellinwood, they did a great job. They caused a lot of frustration for Southeast Saline, and Southeast Saline could not hit a shot. And I think that was one of those big points of emphasis tonight is you don't settle for that first open shot. You know, we saw in the interview with the Salina Post that Shauna Smith had with Tyler Henry. It's the first shot's there. You're going to look for that second or third shot. And I thought they did a really good job. You know, we talked about it a couple times where Reagan and Brielle had wide open threes. You move the ball around a couple times. The defense shifts. Then all of a sudden that three's there again. But now you have your own offensive players there to help rebound. And you get the defense moving a little bit more. But defensively, what a great job. You know, we talked about what Avery Castleman did, you know, with Brittany Simpson. She takes it. She wants to do it. She wants to make the best player on their team and wants to make their life heck. And she did a great job tonight. Just a great overall performance from Southeast of Saline.
Time now for a Vernon Jewelers gem of the game. Valentine's Day is tomorrow. If you've not seen the expert at Vernon Jewelers, you need to go see them tomorrow. When they open up, they'll crack the doors open. You need to be there at Vernon Jewelers. They have a lot of great ideas,
do they
Tyler.
not know it's basketball season? Oh, mercy.
So, I'm going to go outside the box here a little bit. I'm going to go with Brielle Potacek with 15 points. She had 5 3-pointers, and the reason I'm saying that is Reagan Getz continues to score. A lot of times when Brielle hit that 3-pointer that she hit, she was opposite side of the floor of Reagan Getz, providing floor balance, spreading that defense out, which was also a result of Lexi Jacobson getting points inside the paint because the defense was out taking care of 2 different shooters tonight, not just one.
Yeah, Devin, that's going to be a problem, right? You start watching film. You know, a lot of teams will watch a lot of film, but also just watch kind of like your recent film. Brielle, we know, can always get hot. Reagan continues to stay hot. Lexi's dominant down low. And Maddie and Avery just continue to do whatever they do. I mean, Maddie's going to give you a lot of points. Avery's capable of going off as well. It was just an overall great performance, but you're exactly right, Devin. And it's the blows that Brielle was able to give, like just bam. She's so smart when she shoots. She doesn't force anything. I love when she does it in transition. Great job from Brielle Potacek.
A new season high for Brielle Potacek, 15 points tonight. She is the Vernon Jewelers gem of the game. 66-30. Southeast of Saline now 16-2. They will be going to Ellsworth tomorrow night. We'll have it for you right here on KINA. Now time to make the transition to game number 2 of our doubleheader. It's the guys' turn. The 16-1 Southeast of Saline Trojans against the 17-0 Ellinwood Eagles. It comes up in 10 minutes. Bryson Flax joins us next here on KINA.
Are you looking for a local brokerage firm to help with your Medicare, life insurance, and annuities? L&L Advisors is the #1 local Medicare supplement and insurance specialist. Medicare can be confusing. Let the experts at L&L Advisors help make sense of it. Stop by one of 3 locations in Salina or McPherson and speak to an agent about the needs of your family. L&L Advisors, main office at 717 Roach, right off Crawford, and their second location in the Central Mall in Salina, and a new location in McPherson, based on honesty and trust. Contact L&L Advisors today.
Okay, Coach, thank you for your breakdown on your offense and defense. Now here's Lynell Garrettson, your real estate coach for buying and selling.
Hi, fans. It's Lynell Garrettson from SalinaHomes.com, and I'm here to coach you up in your real estate game plan. Now is a great time to list your house, land, or investment. Or if you're in the buying mood, I'd love to help you find just the right real estate opportunity for you. And as always, go Trojans.
Buy or sell, call Lynell at SalinaHomes.com.
Time now to look ahead to game number 2 of our doubleheader. Southeast of Saline playing against the Ellinwood Eagles. Before we do that, let's flash back with head coach Bryson Flax and talk about the game on Friday on the road at Minneapolis. Obviously, coach, your defense pretty good in this game. You give up 15 points. And you set a trend here over the last 4 or 5 games that there just aren't a lot of points that you're giving up. Your thoughts on the game on Friday in Minneapolis?
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of rhythm, not a lot of flow to the game in general, but I thought we did a good job defensively. We really didn't give up uncontested shots, so we made them, earn them, and we made them work for everything that they got. We've got to find ways to put it in the hole a little more efficiently, but I was really happy defensively the way we played.
When you look at the offensive side of the ball and you're not getting clear runouts, like I thought Minneapolis did a good job of limiting that, even though they were having a hard time scoring. When you're playing a team with 1 win, you have a tendency, whether it's on purpose or not, just kind of try things that might be out of character, right? Did you see any of that out of your squad?
Not a ton. The biggest thing that I saw on the offensive end was we just took quicker shots.
Yeah.
Not bad shots, but against a team like that, the ball moves from one side of the floor to the other, 2-3 times. You're probably going to get a great look, and we weren't patient enough to find those good looks, but no, all in all, the guys, I thought they played fairly unselfish, and we just gotta hit shots.
What was your schedule like over the weekend? I know a lot of things going on. School dance Saturday, of course, Super Bowl yesterday. Turn around for a Monday game here. Did you get a chance to get in the gym at all, or are you just going to keep rolling through?
No, we practiced yesterday.
Okay.
It's kind of funny. I told them on Thursday before. I said, I'm going to be on the road on Sunday, guys, so we're going to have to practice about 5:36. And about half of them looked at me like I was crazy, and the other half didn't process for them. But no, we practiced yesterday early afternoon and got everybody out of here in time to catch the game.
This Ellinwood game is an interesting one for you. You're in this series 2-0 against the Eagles, but they've both been great games thus far. Ellinwood comes in this year. They are undefeated. They're 17-0. They are ranked 3rd in the state by the KBCA in Class 2A. Of course, your squad right now 3rd in Class 3A. What do you see with this Ellinwood team? I mean, obviously you have a couple of really, really hard players on the inside that kind of scrap and do all the dirty work for them, and you have Dutton pouring in almost 30 a game on the outside.
Yeah, he's stinking good, and they work around him, and they do a nice job to get him opportunities. But we're just going to have to contest everything he does. He's gonna hit shots on us. We know that. It's just I'm more interested in if they're contested shots or uncontested shots. If they're uncontested, it'll be unacceptable, and we'll have to have some guys sitting by me for extended time. But contested shots are okay. Just continue to try and wear them out, and don't give that group extra opportunities. Don't bail them out. Don't give them offensive rebound buckets, things like that. And then make them guard us. That goes into tiring someone out is how hard you make them guard, and so we're gonna have to be good though.
We've talked before about teams that may have a player similar to Britt Dutton, and sometimes the key is just kind of let them do whatever, and you do your job as much as you can to stop them, but also you don't let the other four shine, right?
Yeah, I think that's, last year it was a close game up there at Ellinwood, and the Sheck kid had 20, and Dutton had 20-some, and another kid had 8 or 9, and you let that happen, you're kind of in for a long night. So we got to be solid, but we can't just be solid in one area. We're going to be tested defensively, but we got a good game plan in place, and we'll give it a go.
Looking forward to it. Good luck. We'll talk to you after the game.
Thanks, Devin.
Bryson Flax, he's the head coach of the Southeast of Saline Trojans. His guys coming in 16-1 on the season. They will take on a 17-0 Ellinwood team. That's coming up here, the second game of our doubleheader.
Hunters, don't miss the 2023 Whitetail Summit. This is an opportunity to hear from some of the most highly regarded experts in the whitetail management field. Our event will feature Dr. Bronson Strickland from Mississippi State University and Don Higgins, founder of Real World Wildlife and co-host of the Chasing Giants podcast, as well as Wes Delks, a Higgins outdoor consultant. This event will include a meal and exclusive show specials from our sponsors. Doors open at 9:30 a.m. Saturday, February 18th at the Tony's Pizza Event Center. Go to phillipseed.com for more details.
Maybe you don't play quarterback or make the highlight reel. Maybe you're not a high school athlete anymore. But just like an athlete, you can get first-class orthopedic care from Saline Ortho. Their doctors and staff strive to get you back to an injury-free, pain-free life as quickly as possible. Saline Ortho has a doctor on call 24/7 for all orthopedic injuries. So next time you're injured, trust the experts at Saline Ortho. Your voice, your choice, past, present, and future. See them online at salineortho.com.
Frisbee Construction is a service organization for the commercial grain industry dedicated to giving you the best in planning, the best in quality, and the best of workmanship, and overall the best value for your dollar since 1949. Frisbee Construction specializes in new construction as well as remodel and repair of grain handling facilities throughout the Midwest. Frisbee Construction Company in Gypsum has emergency crews available as needed. For more information, go to frisbeeinc.com.
Hunters, not only can we fill up your tanks 24/7, but we've stocked ammo for your sporting needs. Our wide variety will get you stocked up. We have new orders coming every week. Whether it's opening day or to shoot clay, we've got what you're looking for. We have the largest selection of ammunition in southern Saline County. During regular business hours, you can get your favorite pizza and snacks to have enough energy to win the day. Assyria Oil and Hardware, located in Assyria at the corner of Center and Main. We'll fill you up.
Tickets are now available for Night with the Yotes, one of Kansas Wesleyan's marquee events. The event is set for February 17th at 5:30 p.m. in Mabee Arena. Bring your friends and family out for a night of fine dining and top-notch auction items. All proceeds support KWU athletics, fine arts, and other programs. Learn more at kwU.edu/NWTY23. That's kwU.edu/NWTY23.
Work hard, play hard. Good luck, Trojans from Roselawn Memorial Park in Salina. To learn more, visit roselawnsalina.com.
Welcome back into Southeast of Saline High School. Time now for game number 2 of our doubleheader. Southeast of Saline's boys taking on the Ellinwood guys. Southeast of Saline comes in. They're 16-1 on the season, ranked 3rd in Class 3A. Ellinwood ranked 3rd in Class 2A. They are 17-0. Southeast of Saline in the middle right now of a 6-game winning streak. They've won their last 6 since their last loss to Hugoton in the Sterling tournament. Ellinwood, meanwhile, their last 2 games, they won on Friday night on their home floor against Kinsley by 35 points. They also beat Central Plains on Tuesday night last week by 37 points. Again, it's time to talk about those sub-state standings. And when you look at sub-state, right now Southeast of Saline firmly in the first position for their sub-state. They have Beloit in second at 12-5, then Ellsworth and Norton at 11-6. For Ellinwood, they are fighting off right now Mound Ridge at 14-3, Inman at 14-3, and Sterling at 13-4. If both of these teams should enter their sub-state tomorrow, They would be looking at the opponents. For Southeast of Saline, it would be Hoisington. For Ellinwood, it would be Sedgwick. Just kind of a window on what's coming up here in not too distant future, as Sub-State has to be a part of our conversation right now. When we come back, we will give you more of a preview of this matchup. We'll get the keys to the game for Southeast of Saline and the starters. It's all coming up right after this. Countdown to tip-off is brought to you by L&L Advisors as we get ready for Southeast Trojan basketball.
Salina Regional's Orthopedic and Sports Medicine is your home field advantage. Our physicians include sports medicine physician Dr. Matthew Pyle, along with orthopedic surgeons Drs. Travis Rump and Todd Riley, plus an A-team of certified athletic trainers and physical therapists. We're ready when you need us to help prevent injuries, enhance performance, or to heal through surgery and rehabilitation. For area athletes to weekend warriors, the home field advantage starts at Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Citizens State Bank has been serving Kansans for over 100 years. We are a full-service bank that can service your personal, business, and agricultural lending and deposit needs. Citizens State Bank offers 24/7 convenience with mobile deposit, online banking, and our ATM conveniently located in front of the building. Stop by and see our friendly and helpful staff. Citizens State Bank at 600 Maple Street in Gypsum, Kansas. Citizens State Bank and Trust Company is a proud supporter of the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
This is Tammy Bedreau at the Bank of Tesket. If you're looking to purchase your new home in the near future, I want you to know we offer a variety of loan options to finance your home purchase. I would love an opportunity to be your lender. Give me a call or stop in today to learn more. We are local lenders making local decisions. The Bank of Tesket, committed to those we serve. MLS number 712440. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Stardust Trophy in downtown Salina is your full-service headquarters for trophies and awards for club and sporting events. But did you know Stardust Trophies also makes employee name tags with your company logo? They engrave executive awards like desk clocks and pen desk sets. They imprint artwork and photos on t-shirts, coffee mugs, mouse pads, even personal calculators. Stardust Trophy carries clear sports ball holders on wood bases for treasured or autographed balls from footballs to golf balls. Go to Full Service Stardust Trophy, 121 South Santa Fe, downtown Salina.
You're telling me your driver turns you on remotely?
It feels so good. One gentle touch of a handy remote or mobile app and my motor is running. And don't fret, my little pickup pal. New Image Audio installs these inside trucks too.
Oh, yeah.
You'll want it when the winter chill hits. A remote start from New Image Audio for cars, trucks, even diesels. All systems remote and cell phone capable. Nationwide coverage. Get yours at New Image Audio on South Broadway.
In Salina.
This is Trojan basketball on KINA.
Back here at Southeast of Saline, getting ready for the guys contest. Should be a good one here on KINA, and also live stream video free of charge on SalinaPost.com, brought to you by Phillips Seed Farms. Let's go over starting lineups for the undefeated Ellinwood Eagles. They will start Britt Dutton, 25.8 points per game is his average, 5.5 rebounds, also 3 steals per contest. He's a 6'1 senior. Drew Hines, a 5'10 junior, averages 4 points a game and also 2.5 rebounds. Alec Brack, a 5'9 junior, averages 5.5 points per game. Cooper Hossman in the starting lineup. He's a 6'1 junior, averages 4 points, 2 rebounds per game. And Coy Binky, a 6'3 senior, averaging 9 points, 5 rebounds, and 3.5 assists per contest. The Ellinwood Eagles are head coached by Derek Joyner. They come in ranked 3rd in Class 2A and undefeated 17-0. For Southeast of Saline, they're 16-1. Their director is Bryson Flax, assisted by Trent Douglas and Joe Ross. 16-1 on the season. They will start Eli Sawyers, a 6'5 senior, averaging over 17 points a game, also 5.5 rebounds and 2 assists. The leading rebounder and leading assist getter in the lineup is 6'3 senior Nakari Morikel-Palmer. 15 points a game, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists per contest. Drake Augustine is a 5'10 senior. He averages 7.5 points per game, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists. Rounding out the 4 seniors is Luke Gebhardt, a 6'1 senior, averaging 7 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists per contest. And the lone junior in the starting 5 for Bryson Flax is Daniel Kerr, the 6'1 junior, averages 3.5 points per game, a rebound and a half, and also an assist. Coach Francis Flax, I will defer to you now for the new Image Audio keys to success tonight for Southeast of Saline.
Well, you know, Ellinwood's a great team, 17-0. And, of course, they have one of the best 2A players in the state of Kansas in Brett Dutton. We have to guard him, make him earn his points, and he's going to get them. We know that. We've seen that the last 2 years. But we have to limit the offensive opportunities for Ellinwood. He's going to shoot. If he misses, we can't let him get another touch. We got to go with it. And the last thing is we have to play Southeast basketball, which is pressure defense, run, finish, and make them guard us in the half court.
Jim has gained quite a bit of electricity here in the last few minutes as folks looking forward to the battle of the Titans here between Southeast and Ellinwood. Southeast starts out with the basketball. Dutton on the floor. Luke Gebhardt, though, will pick up the rolling basketball as the Trojans, wearing their home white jerseys trimmed in purple, work on offense for the first possession of the game. Ellinwood in their road blues trimmed in red. Sawyers tried to go at the rim, lost the basketball. Now it's on the floor. Gebhardt down after it. Ellinwood trying to get it as well. And finally, a dual possession is going to be called, and the basketball going over to the Eagles. 2 years ago, when Ellinwood came into this gym for the first time in quite some time, Britt Dutton scored 35 points. Last year at his place, he was saddled with foul trouble most of the time. Still had 26, and he scores the first 2 here over the top of Nakari Morkel-Palmer.
Yeah, that's what they'll do. He's going to run out every time. Doesn't make any difference what happens on our end. Whether we make it or miss it, he's gone.
Obviously, he's a fantastic player. Coach, here's Daniel Kerr on a left-handed drive and scores. Obviously, Dutton is a fantastic player. As you said, he's going to get his points. Do you kind of look at the matchup where he's at on the defensive end and make him work hard defensively?
Yes, exactly. I think whoever he's guarding, we have to get the ball to.
Ellinwood places the basketball inside. Little turnaround pass from Coy Binky. It'll come up in a runner to Alex Brack. That's no good off the front of the rim. Nakari Morkel-Palmer pulls the rebound. Kerr again driving left-hand side. This time, kick out to Sawyers. His three-pointer has a high bounce off the rim, and Dutton comes soaring in for the rebound. 2-2 is our score. Ellinwood started out with the first basket, and then Danny Kerr answered on a layup. Minute and a half in. Not very often this time of year you get treated in one of these matchups. These two teams share a combined record of 33-1. That lone loss belongs to Southeast of Saline, to a state-ranked 4A team in Hugoton. Here's Dutton inside, little runner, and a teardrop goes in. Britt Dutton with 4. Kerr will bring it across for Southeast of Saline. We talked about making Dutton work on defense. Right now he's guarding Nakari Morkel-Palmer. Gebhardt has the basketball. He'll stop after a couple of dribbles. Now reverse the basketball. They whip it inside to Nakari. Here's him and Dutton now. Nakari going to work. Fade away along the block. Two-pointer good. That's what you want to see, isn't it?
That's exactly what you want to see. Make him guard somebody. Don't give him a night off on the defensive end.
Nakari was able to get him in foul trouble, as I said, last year in the meeting in Ellinwood. Spent a lot of the third quarter on the bench. Still ended up with 26 points in that game. There's a shot put up by Hausman. That's no good. Southeast of Saline with the rebound and the run out. Gebhardt down the floor. Ended up in a weird transition with steps. It comes out to Nakari off the offensive rebound for 3. That's no good. Here comes Ellinwood back the other way. We are tied at 4. Almost 3 minutes into this contest. Hausman now trying baseline. Actually, that was Brack, and he lost the basketball. Gebhardt has it. Long pass up the floor to Sawyers. His layup good. Sawyers was contested. It didn't matter. Eli was still able to find the window up high.
It was a nice pass. Eli gathered it in, put it off the glass smooth.
Dutton this time being guarded by Luke Gebhardt in the half-court set. We haven't seen Ellinwood really spend much time on offense yet here in the first 3.5 minutes. With the basketball now is Alex Brack. He'll throw it back to Dutton, middle of the floor. Here comes the high screen, the run and jump for Southeast, and Dutton lost the basketball, but they say it was tipped. Now the official's going to come in and overrule that.
He just lost the basketball.
Yeah. He went to spin out of it and just lost it. Good work officiating there by the three-man crew working together.
Yeah, Dutton knew it also. He wouldn't have given up so easily.
Yeah, you can always tell by the body language of the player, right? You're not going to stand there and let the basketball roll into the backcourt if you knew it was tipped. He did nothing to try to save possession of that ball. It's the second turnover for Ellinwood. Sawyer's with the top of the circle now. He goes right-hand side to Kerr, back inside to Nikari. Here's the fadeaway again on Dutton. That one won't go, but Gebhardt has the offensive rebound on the backside. Luke Gebhardt took the rebound, a power dribble, and then went back up and got two. All of a sudden, southeast of Saline leads 8-4. Oh, a block on the defensive end by Sawyers. He saves it off his own leg. Now it's coming back the other way. Gebhardt again on the left-hand side with a two. And a timeout, Ellinwood. Southeast of Saline has exploded on Ellinwood here early on, and a timeout has been called. Halfway through the first quarter, it's a 30-second timeout. Trojans lead at 10-4 as we step away here on KINA.
Start the new year with a new ride from Home Automotive. Hi, this is Tim Holm. Right now is a perfect time for you to come see us and start 2023 with a new vehicle. We have the biggest selection of new Buicks, GMCs, and Chevrolets, with more vehicles arriving every day. With Color Blue Book Instant Cash Offer from Home Automotive, you'll know that you'll get the most for your trade. Get out of your old ride and into a new one for the new year. Come to Home Automotive Center in Abilene and Salina. You'll be glad you did.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
An 8-0 run for Southeast of Saline. They trailed 4-2. Now it is 10-4. And a timeout prompted there by Ellinwood as they try to gather back in the troops. 3:49 left to go here, first quarter. These two teams going at it. Dutton loses the basketball again. Picked up by Kason Lilly, who's just checked in. Lilly back to the middle of the paint, trying to get it to Sawyers. That ball looked like it was kicked in transition by somebody, but unintentional in the officials' eyes. They're going to let it go, and now a foul in transition on Southeast.
Yeah, Kason should have just went ahead and taken that to the rim. If he would have missed, Eli would have cleaned it up.
Yeah.
He made a difficult pass attempt.
That was the second turnover for Southeast of Saline. Ellinwood has 4 thus far. 10-4 is our score. 3:29 left to go. We're in the opening quarter. Ellinwood with the basketball. Deep entry. Lilly and Sawyers there defensively. Now a kick out for a three. That's off the front of the rim by Drew Hines. No good. Here comes Southeast wanting to run once again. Gebhardt with it on the right-hand side. Back to Lilly. He'll swing it around. Free throw line extended down the left to Nikari. Here's Augustine to the cup. His shot won't go down, and nobody rebounding there on the offensive end for Southeast of Saline. But Augustine takes it away from Britt Dutton. Here comes Sawyers for the jam. Sawyer's flight was right on time as he comes down the center of the floor, and Augustine fed him for the two-handed flush. 5 turnovers for Ellinwood.
Some great defense there by Drake.
Quick hands for sure. The run continues for Southeast. Now a 10-0 run. Inside again, really good defense by Eli Sawyers. Here comes Dutton with just ridiculous spin off the window, and that'll stop the Southeast run.
He's done that before,
yes.
Devin. He's done that before, you can tell.
So fun to watch. Now a ball that is dove for, but still goes out of bounds. Alec Brack giving good effort there. And the basketball out of bounds along the sideline. Caden Isaacson checks in for Eli Sawyers. 12-6. Southeast of Saline with the basketball. Isaacson with it. Looking over his offense. He tried to zip it into Kason Lilly. That's no good. Dutton takes it away and then throws the spin move on to save it. Now a foul in transition will be called against Drake Augustine. For Drake, that will be his first, just our second foul of the game. Drake has one. Kason Lilly has the other one. Ellinwood yet to foul yet with 2:06 left to go in the opening quarter. Dutton has the basketball standing out near the SES logo. Nikari came on a run and jump. That opened up a shooter and a three-pointer by Mason Moore. Little 5-0 run now here put on by Ellinwood as they crawl back within 3. 12-9 is our score. Caden Isaacson with it. He'll try to get around the defender. He'll play a one-handed bounce pass to Drake Augustine. Augustine now back to Gebhardt. Here's Luke driving in. Tried to scoop it up underneath the arm of the defender, and the basketball out of bounds. Off the rebound tap that will go back to the Eagles.
It's kind of what you expect early in the game. 2 pretty good teams here, Devin.
12-9.
Actually, real good teams.
Yes, absolutely. Ellinwood bringing it up the floor. Gebhardt will check him defensively. Now Britt passing it off to the right-hand side, and the and one opportunity is going to come up for Coy Binky. Nice feed from Britt Dutton, and Binky will get the and one opportunity as Caden Isaacson got caught on the wrong side. They're actually going to call that on Nakari Moracle-Palmer coming across to help.
I thought they called it on Drake.
Oh, they did. I'm sorry. 2 fouls for Drake Augustine. Thank you. Nakari does come out along with Drake Augustine, and Benke ties this game at 12. Southeast in desperate need of a bucket here to stall this run. Drew Richardson has checked in. He's out there with Lily Isaacson along with Luke Gebhardt, and Eli Sawyers back into the game. 1:08 left to play, opening quarter. Sawyers with a jab step to the right, an 18-footer. It's good. Pretty shot by Eli Sawyers.
It was a nice shot. Seen him do it a lot of times. Little ball fake, one dribble, pull up and shoot.
Ellinwood has it back. Eagles trailing by 2. Dutton's going to change that with another basket inside. 8 points in the first quarter for Britt Dutton, and Southeast of Saline lost the basketball. Turnover number 4 for the Trojans. 14-14. 45 seconds left to play. Isaacson up top trying to check Coy Binky. Binky with a spin move in the paint. Hit the front of the rim barely, and as Isaacson will clean it up. Southeast of Saline could have last crack at it here if they want. 30 seconds left to play in the opening quarter. We are tied at 14. Both teams have had their run here. It was Southeast first, then Ellinwood coming back to answer. Here's Sawyers for a 3. Too strong, but Isaacson has the rebound on the backside. 16 seconds left. Caden now stuck along the sideline, but Eli Sawyers comes to help. He'll take a quick glance over at his coach, Bryson Flax, up off the bench. Richardson now has it with 6 seconds left. Isaacson up top, little high post entry now down low to Sawyers. He falls down, defender falls down, and that will be the end of the quarter. Ellinwood took a crack at it, and this game is tied as we go to the end of one. 14-14 is our score. You're listening on KINA and watching live stream video on SalinaPost.com, brought to you by Phillips Seed Farms.
The Appliance Center. It's where you go to shop for washers, dryers, kitchen appliances, furniture, pellet grills, TVs, and so much more. If you are looking for a local family-owned business, visit the Appliance Center. We're in the big red and white building on South Broadway in Salina. Come experience the Appliance Center difference.
Salina Post and KINA, your home for all things Trojan. The Southeast of Saline Trojans sports stream live on the Salina Post, and you can always listen at 910 AM, 107.5 FM, or at 910KINA.com.
Hunters, don't miss the 2023 Whitetail Summit. This is an opportunity to hear from some of the most highly regarded experts in the whitetail management field. Our event will feature Dr. Bronson Strickland from Mississippi State University and Don Higgins, founder of Real World Wildlife and co-host of the Chasing Giants podcast, as well as Wes Delks, a Higgins outdoor consultant. This event will include a meal and exclusive show specials from our sponsors. Doors open at 9:30 a.m. Saturday, February 18th at the Tony's Pizza Event Center. Go to phillipsseed.com for more details.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline basketball on KINA.
Tie game at the end of one. Southeast starts out with the basketball. Isaacson in three-point territory, bounces it down low to Sawyers. Eli goes to work off the window and scores his 7th and 8th points of the game.
Got to do a little more than that. Just go ahead and get it to Eli on that post. I don't think they have anybody that could really they can challenge him, but I don't think they can stop him.
Yeah, not tonight at least. 16-14. Southeast going up by 2. Here's Dutton with a spin move. Kick out to a shooter. Three-pointer on the side. Won't go down. Long rebound taken in by Coy Binky. Now he is in a Southeast of Saline trap, and a timeout called by Ellinwood. Saving a possession with 7.5 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. We'll keep it right here. If you missed it earlier, it was a dominating performance tonight by the Southeast of Saline girls as they get another victory. They are now winners of 8 in a row as they head to Ellsworth tomorrow night. 66-30 the score. Reagan Getz backs up a 34-point performance in Minneapolis on Friday with 19 here tonight. She had 11 in the first quarter. She was assisted by Lexi Jacobson with 16 points and a new season high for Brielle Potachik. Brielle hit 5 3-pointers in this game for 15 points, and the Lady Trojans win 66-30. Now 16-2 on the year. In that 8-game winning streak, they will be in Ellsworth tomorrow night here on KINA with live stream video at SalinaPost.com.
Well, we got an out-of-bounds play coming here. Dutton's throwing it in. You want to bet that he doesn't get it back in his hands at the end of this play?
I'm not betting on that. They're going to get it in his hands. Here's Britt Dutton up top. He's guarded by Eli Sawyer's little head and shoulder fake. Wanted to drive, but Daniel Kerr was in the area as well. 7:13 left to go, second quarter. Ellinwood will whip it around. Now Binky will be inside working on Caden Isaacson. Binky trying to pivot his way around, goes all the way around 360 and then plays it back out to Britt Dutton. 7 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Here's Binky inside again. This time he's going to be tied up or a foul called. They're going to call a foul on Daniel Kerr. Boy, I thought Daniel did a good job getting a hand on the bottom of the ball as well as the top, but they're going to call a foul on Daniel here, his first.
Well, we had 3 Trojans with their hands on top of that ball.
Fourth team foul on Southeast of Saline. Ellinwood has yet to be called for a foul. Here's the inbounds now, deflected by Kaysen Lillian, taken away. Kaysen lob pass up the floor to Caden Isaacson. His shot might have been blocked, but Eli Sawyer's there to put it back in the cup. 6 turnovers for Ellinwood, and now 10 points for Eli Sawyer's. Kaysen Lilly creating a couple of turnovers since he has come into this game. 18-14, Southeast of Saline. This game has had its runs. 6.5 left to go. Dutton back inside. He's going to score off the window again. Boy, he is tough to stop.
He gets in that lane. He's a handful.
Kerr trying to answer back the other way. His southpaw shot up off the window is good. Daniel Kerr with 4. Back to a 4-point Southeast lead. Augustine, Gebhardt, Nakari Morikel-Palmer up off the bench. They're sitting at the scorer's table waiting to check in. There's Dutton again, trying to work against Daniel Kerr. Dutton a senior, Kerr a junior. 5:58 left to play here, second quarter. Southeast of Saline right now with a 4-point lead. There's a quick release up top and a miss by Ellinwood, but the long rebound bounced over the head of Kaysen Lilly. Here's another attempt by Binky. That won't go, and Eli Sawyers gets the rebound for Southeast. Sawyers started to trot back the other way. Bryson Flax told him to put on the brakes and get Drew Richardson involved. He does, but Eli Sawyers now gets it right back. He'll play it to Isaacson, who signals for Kaysen Lilly to step back more towards the center of the floor. Richardson plays it out to Kerr. Kerr between his legs, lob pass inside for Sawyers. Sawyers gets a short corner. His jump shot won't go down, and a rebound taken in by Coy Binky for Ellinwood. Britt Dutton now back the other way. Ball in the left hand, now big sweeping crossover, pulls up her 15 and drains it. 12 points for Britt Dutton. Daniel Kerr with just a smile on his face right now. He's probably feeling like he's doing everything he can do right now. Caden Isaacson with it, now Kaysen Lilly. He'll play it back out to Kerr. Richardson now in the corner. Caden Isaacson comes across. He slams on the break. Shot up, no good. Binky and Isaacson go to the deck, and this will be a foul on Caden Isaacson. His first of the night.
Well, it's unfortunate. Caden had an outstanding look. He did a little head fake, got the guy up, just shot it a little short.
Kaysen Lilly, Caden Isaacson, Drew Richardson will all check out. It'll be Nakari Morikel-Palmer, Daniel Kerr, Eli Sawyers, Drake Augustine, and Luke Gebhardt onto the floor for Southeast of Saline. They lead it 20-18, 4:39 left to go here in the second quarter. Pretty good crowd for a Monday night. Wasn't sure after that girls game. It was definitely a late arriving crowd. There's a three-pointer now by Binky. That's no good. And Nakari with the rebound. Long pass up the floor, right-hand side to Gebhardt. He'll go all the way to the cup, and a foul will be called before that motion started on the floor. Foul on Ellinwood will go against Cooper Hossman. It's the first foul on the Eagles tonight. Inbounds underneath, Augustine to Sawyers. Handoff now to Gebhardt, left-hand side to Kerr. Kerr gets separation. He goes towards the baseline. His shot is up and it won't go down. And the rebound underneath for Alex Brack. Brack up the floor to Hosman in the corner. Hosman now in the lane. Tried to hand it out to Dutton. They bobbled the basketball, but Britt Dutton got it back. Dutton now will play it on the swing around. Try to go for a lob pass inside to Binky. Looked like he traveled with the basketball, but they play through it. Halfway through the second quarter. Another traveling call that went uncalled, but Nakari comes away with it all the way to the cup. Nakari Morikel-Palmer got too low, but there's the stick back by Luke Gebhardt. Gebhardt following it up. And now a ball that Southeast won it off the deflection, but they're going to say it stays with Ellinwood. Augustine has to take care of his shoe. Referee says, you all right? He says, yep, thumbs up. 3:43 left to go here in the second. Dutton with a spin move. Gebhardt falls down right in front of the scorer's table. Now a foul on Eli Sawyers. Britt Dutton will step to the free throw line and get 2. That's the first foul on Sawyers.
Yeah, if you let him get in that lane, he knows how to use his body. He initiates contact, which is good, and he's been devastating to us in 2 years from the free throw line.
Mm-hmm. Shot a lot of free throws. There's no doubt about that. His first attempts here tonight. First one is up, and it is good. 5 points in the quarter, 13 for the game so far for Britt Dutton. There's 13 of Ellinwood's 19 points. 3:37 left to go before halftime. Dutton's second free throw crawls off, no good. Sawyers with the rebound. He and Gebhardt will bring it up and attack what is now an Ellinwood zone, 1-3-1 style. Augustine steps out, he'll help. Augustine now brings it back to the middle to Gebhardt. Lob pass over the top to Nakari. Nakari in a brief trap now goes to Gebhardt for 3. That one won't go down. Kerr inside with the rebound and the stick back. Daniel Kerr hitting a different gear tonight, Coach. We've been wanting to see this.
We've been wanting to see it, and the key is he's attacking the basket. He's been a slump from the three-point line. Tonight, all 3 of his buckets are inside.
Good things happen at the rim, don't they? There's Dutton inside, trying to have the basketball. Him and Gebhardt both go down on the baseline, and the official explains why he is giving it to Southeast of Saline. 7 turnovers now for Ellinwood. 24-19 the score. Daniel Kerr has it again, back in his grasp, leading by 5. Augustine takes a hanger pass inside, bounces it to Sawyers. I don't know if Sawyers is ready for that, and it's a turnover for Southeast. Up the floor, wide open eagle unattended, and a 2-pointer from Mason Moore. He had a 3-pointer back in the first quarter, now he has 5 with that 2. Augustine in a trap now. Here's Sawyers down the middle of the lane, and one situation coming up. It was a good find by Drake Augustine. He was in a little bit of trouble there, and here came Eli Sawyers right down the middle of the paint.
Yeah, I don't know. Drake didn't know what he was going to do with that, and all of a sudden Eli burst down the middle of the lane, and it was a nice delivery.
It's the second time Sawyers has had a nice cut down the lane right on time. First one was a dunk. This one a potential 3-point play, and he gets the free throw to complete it. 27-21. 2:18 left to go here in the second quarter. Dutton floats off to the left-hand side. Now plays it back to Binky. Binky up top. Coy Binky now driving. He is stutter-stepping. Turnover. Daniel Kerr takes it away. One-on-one up the right-hand side of the floor. Kerr soars in and finishes it. Another bucket by Daniel Kerr. He has 8. 29-21. That equals Southeast of Saline's biggest lead of the night. Alex Brack has it on the right-hand side. Now back to Dutton, guarded by Gebhardt. There's that big sweeping crossover again. Daniel Kerr sticks his hand in there and impedes the progress. And a traveling violation up top of the circle against Ellinwood. 1:33 left to go. Britton Leeds will come into the game for the first time. He'll bring with him Case and Lilly. Augustine and Kerr both check out of the game.
Well, you can't fault the job that Kerr did when he was in there.
I like
it. He was fantastic.
Sawyers with it on the right-hand side. Skip pass over the top. Nakari will try a 3. That one's no good. Bounce off the rim to the backside, taken in by Coy Binky. Score remains 29-21. 78 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. Southeast of Saline leading the unbeaten Ellinwood Eagles here by 8. Dutton has it. Going to work again on Luke Gebhardt. Gebhardt down, ready to go. Dutton now will give it up. He'll try to cut through the lane. Gebhardt is there. Now a drive and a block taken away. Alex Brack lost the basketball. Up the floor now. Right-hand sideline of the offense to Nakari. Top of the key 3. Case and Lilly. That won't go down. Leeds takes the rebound. Goes back to the rim and scores. Britton Leeds comes off the bench and puts a rebound and a 2 off the window. 10-point lead, Southeast. We've seen that coming for the last few games, haven't we?
Yes, we have. Kid's very deserving. I'm glad he's getting a shot at it in a tight game like this.
He is an athlete. He's got the tools if he can put them all together. 10-point lead here by Southeast, the biggest of the game. Ellinwood try to take the last shot of the half. 18 seconds left to go. Here's a cut inside. Brack gets stuck. Nakari is there. They kick it out for a 3. That's an air ball, no good. Now Nakari has a chance. 10 seconds left. Long pass up the floor to Gebhardt. He's bumped across away from the rim, and Southeast will have it on a baseline inbounds with 6.5 seconds left. See if Bryson Flax wants to use a 30 here. He is looking at the official, and he's going to take it. 30-second timeout. We will keep it right here. Boy, a nice end here to the first half, and getting people involved that haven't been involved this heavily in a while. Brent Leeds getting the rebound and the putback for him. Awesome. But Daniel Karras set the tone for postseason basketball tonight.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Devin. Man, this is fun to see. These kids that have kind of been struggling or trying to break into it, and now they're getting a shot and producing.
31-21 is our score. When we come up here at halftime, about 6.5 seconds left on the scoreboard, we'll talk to Shauna Smith about her team's victory tonight. Those dominating performance over the Ellinwood Lady Eagles. Southeast of Saline now 16-2 with 2 games left in the regular season. We'll talk to Coach Smith about the performance tonight. It was a fun one to watch for the Lady Trojans of Southeast. Case and Lilly will be the inbounder. He'll have Sawyers, Leeds, Moracle Palmer, and Luke Gebhardt on the floor with 6.7 seconds left. Kaysen goes up top to Leeds. He'll play it to Gebhardt. 4 seconds left. Now to the right, Sawyers. 3 seconds left. Eli with a fadeaway at the buzzer. It won't go, and that will be the end of the second quarter. 31-21. We are at halftime. When we come back, we'll go over scoring from the first half. Also get you caught up on what happened with the Southeast of Saline ladies. 31-21 is our score here at the break. Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories. Halftime report coming up next with Shauna Smith here on KINA.
Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories. Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Knopf Auto is the and soil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Knopf Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
Okay, Coach, thank you for your breakdown on your offense and defense. Now here's Juanelle Garrettson, your real estate coach for buying and selling.
Hi, fans. It's Juanelle Garrettson from SalinaHomes.com, and I'm here to coach you up in your real estate game plan. Now is a great time to list your house, land, or investment. Or if you're in the buying mood, I'd love to help you find just the right real estate opportunity for you. And as always, go Trojans.
Buy or sell, call Juanelle at SalinaHomes.com.
This is the Trojan Halftime Report. Coming up, a first half recap. Shot at the horn! Stats, interviews, and a look at other area games. Now, let's get back to the gym for Trojan Halftime on KINA.
Back here at halftime, brought to you by Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories, 31-21. Southeast of Saline leading Ellinwood here at the break. Time now to look back at game number 1 tonight of our doubleheader. It was the ladies that got things kicked off tonight. Shauna Smith joins us now. The Southeast ladies, right now you're in, an 8-game winning streak? You go to 16-2 on the season, and a big dominant victory tonight, 66-30 over the Ellinwood Eagles. Reagan Getz came out. She kind of picked up right where she left off, 11 first-quarter points. It's good to see her come out and back up what she did Friday, but she had others involved tonight on the offensive end, didn't she?
Yeah, I thought we did a good job of just everybody contributed at different times. And again, that's the kind of team we are. We're not a single-person team. The other night, Reagan did a really good job, and the other kids just did a good job of, they scored when they needed to the other night. But that tonight, everybody did, a different points game. I think we had 11 threes for the night. They played a zone. We just kind of stepped in and did what we needed to do tonight.
We can talk about scoring all we want. You had 3 girls well into double-digit scoring. Reagan had 19. Lexi finished with 16. Real Potachik hit 5 3-pointers. She had 15 points tonight. But at the end of the day, we come back to Avery Castleman and her defensive effort on Brittany Simpson, who averages over 20 points a game tonight. Simpson with just 10. Avery, again, setting that tone early on with her great defense.
Yeah, Avery does a good job. She knew it, and actually I would say everybody did a good job.
Yeah.
Because I don't think she had what, 3 or 4 late, till it wasn't until the fourth quarter that her and the Baker girl had got their points there. But I thought we did a really good job on them, knew where they were. There's only a couple times I can remember in the first half where we really kind of left her open, and she hit that 3 that we didn't do a good job of switching out on there. But Avery does a good job of just knowing what her role is. She might not have all the points all the time, but she gets out and defends like we need her to.
When you get a team like that, even a team that plays zone, they can get unbalanced a lot. And I thought Brielle was big tonight because obviously Reagan's going to get some attention. You're going to bounce her around. She's going to get all of that defensive attention. But there were times where Brielle was on the opposite side of the floor from where Reagan was at. When you have Reagan hitting shots and all of a sudden Brielle starts hitting shots like she did tonight, that is tough to guard. One of them's going to be open sooner or later.
Yeah, and that's what we told them. Like tonight is just one of the things that the shots don't come for us easy right away. We probably need a couple passes. We're going to have any look we want. That's kind of what we did. We kind of had any shot we wanted. And then things kind of started opening up. I mean, Lexi kind of got going there and kind of get out and run there. We finally got some inside shots to go for us. We missed some early ones early on in the game. But, I mean, honestly, I just thought we did a good job moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, that was really my next comment, is the direct result of hitting a 3 is all of a sudden Lexi gets going now inside, and she ends up with 16 points. Just kind of a good effort for your girls tonight. I thought they played really good defense. They closed it out with rebounding. They didn't give Ellinwood a ton of second chance opportunities to score. They didn't go to the free throw line a lot, but when they did, they were able to hit 7 out of 9, kept the turnovers low, and I thought that was the biggest difference between last year and this year. Is you were about even with Ellinwood in turnovers last year, but this year you gave about 7 of your turnovers to them and really kept it unbalanced turnover-wise.
Yeah, last year we just had it. We couldn't. I mean, there was nothing went our way.
Yeah.
And I thought, tonight things like, we tried to press them a little bit, just kind of do some things. But then with us turning around playing again tomorrow night, we didn't want to use so much of our energy up because tomorrow night's gonna be a tough contest for us. And I just thought we did a good job of, the turnovers, doing some things. We went to our little half-court trap and got some turnovers out of that also. Then, we played some zone in the second half just kind of because we need to work on that because we have to go to that sometime. And I thought we did a good job with that too.
It's not very often that you have a freshman that may be the most favorite player on the team of her teammates. But I could tell when Eliana Smith sang the anthem here last week, and then when she hit that 3 here tonight, that might have been the loudest that gym got. Those girls love Eliana Smith, don't they?
Yeah, she's a good kid. This is the first year she's played basketball, and she's super athletic. And so she's kind of caught on here and some things. And like I said, she's kind of figured out how to shoot the ball, and she does a good job with that. So, yeah, she's a really good kid for us to have on our team.
Awesome. Well, big winning streak. You will take that in now, back-to-back games. Valentine's Day tomorrow in Ellsworth. That'll be a big one against the Bearcats. What do you think about the Bearcats? I know this is a team that you kind of have to go into with a little bit of caution because they are young, but, boy, they can just kind of put it together at any time. You were able to beat them pretty handily here on your home floor, but they're a little bit different team at home, aren't they?
Yeah, like I said, that's going to be a full hands-on game. We're going to have to be ready to play.
Yeah.
We talked about them a little bit yesterday in practice to kind of prepare for them. I mean, I'm kind of glad we really wasn't that long ago that we played them.
Yeah.
But, yeah, they have kids to score. They have some size, so that it hurts us. They like to in that pick and roll. I'm hoping that we've improved guarding that since last time when we played them, which was just several weeks ago. But I think we're doing better guarding whenever. So I think offensively, too, we're playing a little better. So hopefully that's will come travel with us tomorrow night.
Congrats on the big win tonight. We will see you in less than 24 hours.
All right, thank you.
Shauna Smith, head coach of the Southeast of Saline Lady Trojans. Her girls tonight get a 66-30 victory over the Ellinwood Eagles. Now Southeast of Saline 16-2 on the year. Full game wrap of that contest will be found at salinapost.com. When we come back, full scoring from the first half of action. Also, the third quarter. We're about 2 minutes away here on KINA.
Hunters, don't miss the 2023 Whitetail Summit. This is an opportunity to hear from some of the most highly regarded experts in the whitetail management field. Our event will feature Dr. Bronson Strickland from Mississippi State University and Don Higgins, founder of Real World Wildlife and co-host of the Chasing Giants podcast, as well as Wes Delks, a Higgins outdoor consultant. This event will include a meal and exclusive show specials from our sponsors. Doors open at 9:30 a.m. Saturday, February 18th at the Tony's Pizza Event Center. Go to phillipseed.com paintballsports.com for more details.
The winter season may be here, but paintball fun is still waiting for you at Elite Sports. Elite Sports Paintball Complex, located 5 miles south of Salina, is open for special winter hours. Get the group together and visit Elite Sports on Saturdays and Sundays this winter from 11 until 4. Elite Sports features low-impact paintballs for the beginners or little ones so everyone can have more fun. Visit them online at SalinaPaintballComplex.com. Elite Sports Paintball Complex, open and waiting for you this weekend.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of two types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialist will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at SalinaPainClinic.org.
Troublesome car repair and everyone has told you it cannot be fixed or it's way too expensive? Try McKim Auto Service in Gypsum, Kansas. They do quick, dependable work and provide the lowest hourly rate in the area. McKim Auto will service your vehicle from front to back and everything in between. They treat you and your car like a friend or even family. McKim Service specializes in engine and transmission rebuilds. 701 Maple, Gypsum, Kansas. Wouldn't trust anyone else with my family car. So, if your repair seems grim, remember McKim. Give them a call today to make your appointment.
You're listening to Southeast Trojan Hoops on KINA.
Scoring from the first half. Eli Sawyers with 13 for Southeast of Saline. Daniel Kerr with 8. 6 for Luke Gebhardt. 2 for Nakari Moracle-Palmer, and 2 for Britton Leeds. For Ellinwood, their leading scorer also has 13 points. That's Britt Dutton. 5 for Mason Moore, and 3 for Coy Binky. Southeast of Saline, 1 of 1 from the free throw line. Ellinwood, 2 out of 3. The Eagles had 9 turnovers, while Southeast of Saline had 5. Coach, what do you think about that first half and the next 2 quarters coming up?
Well, I thought the first quarter specifically was what I expected. I thought we made a nice run in the second quarter and maybe broke it open a little farther than I thought we could. I looked for more, truthfully, a more wide-open game in the second half. We've established ourselves, and I don't think Dutton scored much since early in the second quarter. I mean, he was hot in the first quarter, but we're limiting his opportunities.
Absolutely, and you wonder about as this game goes on, it seems like a story that we talk about all the time with Southeast of Saline. When legs get tired and substitutes start to come in and play more important minutes, Southeast, where's the advantage there? How much is it? 31-21 as we start out. Southeast of Saline with the lead. Ellinwood with the basketball. Dutton gets inside the lane, drops his shoulder into Eli Sawyer's chest, and then puts a shot up that misses the mark. Here's Gebhardt now. Up the floor, little collision there with the defender, but he gets it to Sawyers. Now back to Nakari Moracle-Palmer, back into Gebhardt, who goes back to the board with 2 hands and scores. Luke Gebhardt now with 8. Dutton, though, quickly back down the floor. He's going to leave a layup off the window, left-hand side, good. Boy, that happened quickly in transition.
Yeah. Well, what I tell you, I think it's going to be a more wide-open game in this second half.
Gebhardt has it off the skip, tries the baseline. And he is going to be fouled by Drew Heinz.
When we have a good opportunity, I want to tell you a story about when I was coaching Ellinwood way back in the day.
You know, I'll be ready for that one. I love stories. Here's Augustine. Lob pass over the top. Now comes to Gebhardt off the inbounds to Nakari Moracle-Palmer now. Not even a minute into this second half. If you want to watch the second half, it's streaming right now, free of charge on SalinaPost.com. Thanks to our friends at Phillips Seed Farms. They have a big Whitetail Summit coming up at Tony's Pizza Event Center this weekend. Here's Sawyers between the legs to the baseline and up for 2. 15 now for Eli Sawyers. 35-23. 12-point advantage for Southeast. Dutton trying to will his way to the basket. Now a one-handed pass out. They'll work it around the perimeter and give it right back to Britt Dutton. Now Binky has it. Little brief trap, though, between Sawyers and Kerr. Down on that left block. Dutton with a step back. Thought about a 3. Now he throws it away. Nakari Moracle-Palmer takes it away. Up the floor quickly. Augustine off the window. That won't go down. And Coy Binky has the rebound for Ellinwood. Ellinwood might have dodged a bullet there. Dutton now will set the offense. They'll swing it around, go to the right-hand side. Drew Heinz has it. Now to Cooper Hossman. Back to Dutton, left-hand side. A lot of passing around the perimeter here for Ellinwood. Dutton has it. Now it's going to be a steal. Dutton did not get it. Here's Gebhardt all the way down the floor. His layup good. Luke Gebhardt in double digits now with 10.
Here it comes. Dutton's got it now in open court.
Got away from everybody, but Sawyer's there to contend with him defensively, and he loses the ball. Nakari takes it away. Up the floor, it's Gebhardt again. Gebhardt attacking the rim here in this game, has 6 in the third quarter, and Southeast of Saline with a big start, 8-2 in the third. 5:35 left to go, and a bench warning on Ellinwood's coach, or somebody. 5:35 left to play. All right, I'm ready for your story.
Okay, so many years ago, I was coaching at Ellinwood.
Yep.
And we were 17-0 and had to go into Lynchburg in the Central Prairie League, and we lost. So this is a correlation with what these Ellinwood Eagles are this year. We won, after that game, we won 7 in a row and lost in the semifinals of the state tournament. So it won't hurt my feelings if Ellinwood doesn't go 18-0.
Right, there you go. There you go.
I also want to say that, you know, my wife's from Ellinwood, and 3 of her brothers drove down here from Kansas City tonight to watch this game, and there are a lot of old people that I associated with at Ellinwood, but Grandma Pet's 95 years old is watching up in Kansas City.
That's awesome. Well, hello, Grandma. I noticed Bryson was in the stands shaking hands and talking to a lot of people before the game, too, as well. So I knew some pretty important people had come to watch this game tonight. 39-23, Southeast of Saline with a 16-point advantage here as they have started the third quarter on an 8-2 run. Luke Gebhardt has 6 of those for Southeast. 5:20 left to go. Here's a nice lead across the lane. Coy Binky, though, missed the lay-in. Sawyer's down there trying to contend with it, and he does. Finally, Eli pulls it away. Up the floor he comes to the right side. Augustine. Drake will pull it back around now. Top of the circle, Kerr. Kerr on another drive. Lost the basketball. Now gets it back. Can't score. Nakari up over everybody, trying to tip it once, twice. Now finally, Ellinwood taking custody of the basketball. Boy, an opportunity there for Southeast again to score.
I think Danny missed opportunity there to get it to Nakari, and Nakari probably would have took one dribble and a dunk. But I'm not sad to see Danny attacking tonight.
Yeah, 39-23. Here's Britt Dutton on the attack, and he'll score with the left hand. 17 for the senior, Britt Dutton. Lob pass to the rim. Nakari's there, couldn't quite get it. And now that's going to be a turnover for Southeast of Saline trying to score. Back the other way we go, and a foul called on Southeast. This will go against Nakari Morico-Palmer, his first. I mistakenly said he got a foul early on that actually belonged to Drake Augustine. This is Nakari's first foul. 39-25 as we approach the halfway mark of the third quarter here on Southeast of Saline's home floor. This is the third year that these two teams have gotten together for a Monday night game. It's a fun little series. I like it. I'm sure you do too.
Yeah, I do too. I think it's healthy. Both teams are good.
Got to see a lot of great pictures when we visited Ellinwood last year. Here's Dutton inside. He'll kick it out for a three-pointer on the left wing. That's going to splash through from Drew Hines, his first basket of the night. Back to an 11-point Southeast of Saline lead. Now on the backside of the third quarter, 3:50 left to go, and Eli Sawyer scoring on the feed from Daniel Kerr. 17 for Sawyers. He is going blow for blow scoring-wise with Britt Dutton in this game. 41-28. Dutton with it between the rings. Now to the right-hand side. Little baseline drive here. Shot left long. Kerr with the rebound. Long outlet up the floor to Nakari. Turns into a 3-on-3 break, but Nakari's going to hit the brakes. Gebhardt, secondary three. That won't go down as he steps into it. And the rebound off the hand of an Ellinwood player. It will stay with Southeast of Saline.
Again, I'm not disappointed Luke took that shot. That'll keep him honest, give us more opportunities on the inside.
I remember about this time last year, he started hitting that long-distance shot on a consistent basis. Here's Gebhardt now back in that same spot. He's going to lob it to the rim to Nakari, but it's going to be broken up by Coy Binky. Binky saw that one coming from the outside.
Yeah, the pass was just not quite enough on it.
Here's Dutton now getting inside again. Missed the left-handed layup, and now Sawyers has it. Here comes Eli Sawyers in the middle of the floor. Gets rid of the defender, now goes to Daniel Kerr all the way to the glass. That won't go down. Now a lot of missed shots on both ends. Britt Dutton with the rebound now, and Daniel Kerr with the foul as Dutton dribbled in front of him and then slammed on the brakes. Kerr will collect his second foul. Caden Isaacson, Kason Lilly, Drew Richardson will all check in for Southeast of Saline. Coming in for Ellinwood is Mason Moore. Moore had 5 points in the first half. Eli Sawyers will stay in the lineup. Also Daniel Kerr for Southeast of Saline.
Yeah, Daniel will get the job now of trying to contain Dutton. And contain is about all you can do.
41-28. Southeast of Saline leads it by a baker's dozen. 2:30 left to play here in the third quarter. Down low post entry now to Kerr. To Dutton. Caden Isaacson coming to help Kerr out. Now Dutton will bring it out away from the basket. He'll drive back at it and a foul called. Sawyers came over to help. Let's see who gets this foul. It might be Kerr down low. And it is his third.
They had him in a pretty difficult place. If Daniel would have kept his hands off, I think that it would have been a tough shot for him to convert.
Dutton to the free throw line where he's 1 of 2 in this game. Misses this free throw as well. 41-28. Now the coaches talking back and forth. Dutton's second free throw won't go down. 1 of 4 from the free throw line is Britt Dutton. Kerr has it on the right wing, now to Sawyers. Sawyers ball above the head, now he puts it on the deck, starts to go to work. Whips it left-hand side to Isaacson. We're approaching the 2-minute mark of the third quarter. Kason Lilly took a couple of dribbles to the baseline. He'll gain separation, now play it back out. Here's Kerr again, attacking the basket. Sawyers catches it, now has to step back in to get the window, and he does for 19. Eli Sawyers. And again, the setup based on the aggressiveness of Daniel Kerr.
Yeah, we haven't seen him play like this, and we're glad to see him play like this.
Caden Isaacson came out, got too much of a chest bump on an Ellinwood player. That'll be the second for Caden. Daniel Kerr will check out. Remember, he has 3 fouls. Luke Gebhardt, after getting a break, will check back in. He will attend to Britt Dutton. 43-28. 1:40 left to play here in the third quarter. Southeast of Saline will turn around and have a game tomorrow night at Ellsworth. I believe Ellinwood plays also tomorrow. I think they play Otis Bison. 15-point advantage here for Southeast. Dutton with it. He's going to attack the rim. Steps in between 2 Southeast players. Now out to Moore for a 3. High bounce off the back of the rim, and it's taken in by Sawyers. Up the floor to Gebhardt. Cross-court pass, Richardson. He'll tee up a 3 and splash it home. Drew Richardson from the corner for a 3. 46-28. That Southeast lead now has grown to 18 points as we go inside a minute. Dutton has it up top. He'll go to work, spin at the elbow, and a left-handed scoop shot is up and in. 6 points in the quarter for Britt Dutton. 46-30 now the score. An Ellinwood player just hit the deck in the lane. Richardson's going to step into a 3 and knock it down. Boy. Drew Richardson going back-to-back.
And we need that too, Devin.
Yes, sir.
Going down the stretch.
I was going to say, it looks like everything we've talked about is coming into fruition here. 49-30 now the score. Britt Dutton has it up top. Ellinwood might be playing for the last shot here. Dutton tried to get around Gebhardt, but Sawyers was there to help. Now into the corner. Kason Lilly doing a good job defensively, and Gebhardt smacks it out of bounds. .12 seconds left to play here in the third. Kari Morkel-Palmer taps it out of bounds. That'll run 3/10 off the clock as Mason Moore trying to get it in bounds. Akari again jumping up. Dutton has to go all the way into the backcourt to get it. He'll cross the center stripe with 9 seconds left. Now go to work on the left-hand side. Gebhardt there defensively. Dutton, though, with a great find on the backside of the basket to Coy Binky, and Binky will score right before the buzzer. 5 points for Binky, and we are at the end of the third quarter. 49-32, our score. Southeast of Saline leads it over Ellinwood. Fourth and final quarter coming up as you listen live on KINA and watch free of charge on Salina Post. Brought to you by Phillips Seed Farms.
Your husband is pretty handy to have around. He makes the world's best mac and cheese. He's in the Tickle Monster Hall of Fame. And he can teach anyone how to throw strikes. But a busted pipe and a basement full of water?
Honey, I think we need a plumber.
Is a little out of his league. That's where a homeowner's policy from Shelter Insurance comes in handy. We'll help get your house back in order and your husband back to what he does best.
Hey Salina, come see us at the Kelly Kitchener Agency near the intersection of Cloud and Ohio. We want to be your Salina, Kansas insurance agent.
Hunters, don't miss the 2023 Whitetail Summit. This is an opportunity to hear from some of the most highly regarded experts in the whitetail management field. Our event will feature Dr. Bronson Strickland from Mississippi State University and Don Higgins, founder of Real World Wildlife and co-host of the Chasing Giants podcast, as well as Wes Delks, a Higgins outdoor consultant. This event will include a meal and exclusive show specials from our sponsors. Doors open at 9:30 a.m. Saturday, February 18th at the Tony's Pizza Event Center. Go to phillipseed.com for more details.
Work hard, play hard. Good luck, Trojans, from Roselawn Memorial Park in Salina. To learn more, visit roselawnsalina.com.
49-32 as we get ready for fourth quarter action. Devin Haney, Francis Flax back here. Southeast of Saline High School. Luke Gebhardt starts out with the basketball as Southeast has the lead and the possession. Cason Lilly for three. Got it to go. Cason Lilly joins the scoring barrage for Southeast of Saline. He becomes the 7th Trojan to score, and all of a sudden that lead, Coach, is 20.
Yeah, that's it's just fun to see. Our last two games have been a little lackluster, and we were definitely ready for this one.
Britt Dutton went to the goal. Luke Gebhardt was there, got the foul. He'll send Dutton to the free throw line, and his free throw hits the front of the rim and crawls in. 20 points now for Britt Dutton. His average is 26 points a game. Second free throw on the way, also goes in. 21. 52-34. That brings Southeast of Saline back to within 18 points as the Trojans have got contributions from a lot of different players tonight in this game. Luke Gebhardt with it. Drew Richardson wants another three. His third, that won't go down. And now the rebounding foul will be called on Caden Isaacson. Isaacson will collect his third. That'll be team foul number 6. Ellinwood not close to putting Southeast in the bonus yet. They have only been called for one foul.
Well, they haven't been called for very many the whole game.
3 total. 3 total fouls. 52-34. In the backcourt now, some token full court pressure here in man-to-man style by Southeast of Saline. Gebhardt and Nakari Morkel-Palmer with Britt Dutton up top. Now Caden Isaacson steps to help out. Dutton on the fadeaway, can't get it to go. Nakari will clean it up for Southeast of Saline. 1 minute into the fourth quarter. Gebhardt has it on the left wing. Now to Cason Lilly. They'll swing it around. Nakari has it back inside to Luke. Luke underneath the defender, and he's going to get it to go. Luke Gebhardt knew he was going down with the foul, put that ball up high off the window, found the sweet spot, and it fell back through.
You know what I think that is, Devin? I think that's weight room.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. The and one opportunity is cashed in by Luke Gebhardt, who now has 15 points, and that ties a season high. You have to go way back to early on in the season, the second game of the year against Smoky Valley when Luke last had 15. 55-34, now a 21-point advantage for Southeast of Saline. 6:45 left to play. Cannot count these Eagles out, though. They are undefeated for a reason in Class 2A. There's a ball smacked out of bounds by Nakari Morkel-Palmer. It will stay with the Eagles. Now a ball smacked out of bounds by Cason Lilly.
Got a lot of active hands in there defensively.
Yes, sir.
And yes, I know Dutton's got 21, but he's earned most of them.
And not getting a lot of help either here, especially as of late. He has 21 of the 34 points. Here's a shot put up in the middle of the paint. There's some help from Alex Sprack. Scores his first basket of the night. 6:20 left to go, 55-36. Southeast with a large lead here and the basketball. Working it around. Richardson has it on the left wing. Now he wants to play it back to Nakari, but he's bottled up by Britt Dutton right now. They'll swing it around, though, through Caden Isaacson to Gebhardt, and a blocking foul called there as Gebhardt was cut off from going to the baseline. Foul will be whistled on Alex Brack, just the second team foul, and that is Alex Brack's second personal foul. Excuse me, that's the third team foul. Richardson on the inbounds. Get it into Caden Isaacson here. Caden had the ball knocked away, and then he is fouled by Mason Moore. Mason Moore will pick up his first foul, team foul number 4. Substitution will come in now for Mason Moore. That'll be Drew Hines, a starter, back into the lineup. Drew Richardson set to inbounds here to Kason Lilly. Lilly takes a couple of dribbles away from Richardson, now plays it across the floor. Nakari Morkel-Palmer ends up with it. Now back to Isaacson. Luke Gebhardt, the lone body inside right now. Sawyer's taking a break here. Basically 5-guard look on the floor for Bryson Flax. 5:48 left to play. Here's a bounce inside to Gebhardt. Gebhardt goes baseline, tried to play it back into Isaacson, and that pass taken away by Britt Dutton. Turnover number 2 here in the second half for Southeast of Saline. Dutton all the way to the cup. High riser up. Didn't even use the window that time, just dropped it straight in the cup for 23. Here's Caden Isaacson, though, back on the other end, getting a layup for the score. Caden Isaacson with his first basket of the night. 57-38. So far, everything Ellinwood has done here in this fourth quarter, Southeast has had an answer for. Here's Dutton on a fancy move. Went between his legs, spun around, couldn't get the shot to go down, and Nakari Morkel-Palmer in transition has the ball slapped out of bounds. It will stay with Southeast on the sideline. Richardson, Gebhardt, and Isaacson all go to the bench. Kason Lilly, Daniel Kerr, Nakari Morkel-Palmer, Drake Augustine, and Eli Sawyers.
Starting 5. Oh, no, not the starting
Kason's
5.
in there. Here's a lob by Lilly to the rim, and Eli Sawyers comes soaring in and knocks it through. Another dunk for Eli Sawyers. He has 21. Dutton back down the floor. Kason Lilly with the block. Nakari Morkel-Palmer escorted him right into the help, and now Lilly behind the back to Sawyers. Layup good! Sawyers with 4 in the quarter and some fancy footwork from Kason Lilly. Boy, it all started with the defense there. Lilly with the block up high on Dutton.
I tell you, Devin, I think it's been the defense all night long. It's created so many opportunities for us in the open floor.
They are just swarming at everything. Here's another one. Ball on the floor. There's bodies. Sawyers fishes it out. 2-on-2 break. Nakari and Drake Augustine. Augustine back to Nakari for a little baby two-hand jam. 63-38. And now a timeout called by Ellinwood. Midway through the fourth quarter, a full timeout. 4:04 left to go in this one. Southeast of Saline leads at 63-38 on KINA.
The Southeast of Saline School District has a long-standing reputation for excellence. This excellence in public education has been a source of great pride and one of the factors contributing to the quality of life in our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation works in partnership with the USD 306 School District and the community that it serves to maximize student potential, thereby creating a lasting legacy, not only for our children, but for our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation salutes the Trojans sports program.
Are you looking for a local brokerage firm to help with your Medicare, life insurance, and annuities? L&L Advisors is the #1 local Medicare supplement and insurance specialist. Medicare can be confusing. Let the experts at L&L Advisors help make sense of it. Stop by one of 3 locations in Salina or McPherson and speak to an agent about the needs of your family. L&L Advisors, main office at 717 Roach, right off Crawford, and their second location in the Central Mall in Salina, and a new location in McPherson, based on honesty and trust. Contact L&L Advisors today.
This is Trojan Basketball on KINA.
Southeast of Saline leads it by 25 points with 4 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. Dutton all the way through the defense. He's going to get up and score off the window. 25 points for Britt Dutton. Daniel Kerr has it now for Southeast. See how aggressive Southeast wants to continue to be on offense here, we don't see them pull the ball out away from the basket and run clock very often.
No. And I tell you, you're playing for the end of the season right now. You got to do what you can do.
Here's Nakari Moracle-Palmer with a three-pointer on the right-hand side. That won't go. Britt Dutton with the rebound for Ellinwood. 63-40. Ellinwood with a large gap here to make up against Southeast of Saline, who has been really good tonight. Here's a ball down low to Moore, and Mason Moore turns around and knocks one off the baby hook. Approaching the 3-minute mark. Kason Lilly with it. Now to Daniel Kerr. Sawyer's little touch pass back to Kerr. Nakari Moracle-Palmer wants somebody to cut through. That'll open up Augustine, who drives to the free throw line. Kason Lilly has it now. Back wide open to Augustine. He gets the layup. Augustine's man kind of fell down there. It looked like a flop. And they were able to get it right back to Drake, who was left wide open because of that. 9 different players have scored for Southeast. There's a block up high off the window by Sawyers, and a foul in transition called against the Eagles. That's their 5th team foul. 65-42.
That was a pretty nice block.
That was way up there. I mean, that was top of the box action on the backboard. Augustine with it. Sometimes you just need a test, right? When you're a good basketball team, you go through your schedule. You can only play who's on your schedule, but maybe Southeast just needed a test. They don't even look nearly like the team that showed up Friday in Minneapolis. Here's Daniel Kerr for 3. Why not? Give it to him. 11 for Daniel Kerr. That is a new season high for Danny.
What a better time for this to come. I just hope he can continue to be productive.
Yeah, 3 big things happened tonight for Southeast that we've been watching. Daniel Kerr being aggressive, Luke Gebhardt getting out and just flying up and down the floor. That has led to a lot of points for him. And also Drew Richardson hitting some outside shots. Here's Sawyers now. Looked like he had bad intentions for that rim. Lost the basketball, though. Southeast keeping it alive. They get it back to him, and he goes up and under with the reverse. Can't get that to go, but then finally does on the second attempt. Now Bryson Flex is going to call a timeout.
My favorite time of the game, Devin. My favorite time of the game.
Here comes Kirby Davis, Brenton Leeds, Levi Allen, along with Connor Castleman and Gannon Jacobson, as the heavy lifting has been completed tonight for Southeast of Saline. 70-42. Still 1:30 left to go. Dutton in the lane. Will play it out here to Drew Hines. Here's Dutton, 3 feet behind the line, splashes it home.
Can't take it away from him. He's a very good player.
28 points for Britt Dutton. Really right at his average. Averages 26 a game. Castleman has it now. 70 seconds left to go. Jacobson with it. Back over to Castleman inside to Levi Allen. He's going to turn and score. Levi Allen. 10 different Southeast players have scored tonight. Inside a minute left to go. This group still continues to play pretty good defense. And a loose ball taken in by Southeast. Here's Castleman off the window. That won't go down. Jacobson comes in, and he's going to be caught with the offensive rebounding. Tried to go in and get that offensive board, and he's going to be tagged with a foul.
It would have been nice if Castleman could have converted that.
Yes.
You know, you like to see all these guys have a chance to score.
And a quick turnaround for Southeast. Tomorrow they will be in Ellsworth for a date with the Bearcats as we go back in league here on KINA and also on Salina Post. Gannon Jacobson's first foul at the free throw line is Drew Hines. Front end of the 1-and-1 is up and good. 4 points for Hines tonight. After the game, we will have Chiefs Kingdom that we've been hanging on. It was broadcast earlier. We will replay that after the game. Of course, talking about a big Super Bowl victory. A fun game last night for the Kansas City Chiefs. Then after that, the 75th anniversary of NASCAR, a special coming up here on KINA as we will continue with the sports theme here tonight. Here's Levi Allen back inside. He scores again off a nice feed from Gannon Jacobson. 4 points for Levi Allen, 74-46. Clock down to 10. Dutton's going to get inside, and a foul will stop the clock with 7.9 seconds left. What a performance, huh, Coach?
Outstanding performance all over the court.
First free throw is up and good. Dutton adds another free throw. Second one on the way. That one also goes. 74-48, just 8 seconds left. Britt Dutton will check out of the game.
He got 30, which is not unconscionable for him.
30 for Britt Dutton, but not enough. The Southeast of Saline goes to a victory, 74-48 over the previously unbeaten Ellinwood Eagles. Southeast of Saline now moves their record to 17-1 on the season. Ellinwood goes to 17-1 on the season. When we come back, final numbers for you. Also, Vernon Jewelers Gym of the Game and a conversation with Bryson Flax after a Trojan victory, 74-48. Postgame begins now, and it's brought to you by Commercial Tire Centers.